さ3日間あるプレーオフの中、いうことになります。はい。繰り返しですが、
になっているので、まずはそのブリオ選手のこの羊が
ホームチームはスカーズが獲得、ホーム権はスカーズが獲得しています。怖いのは奇襲性能の高そうなユカキナ選手だし、
そうですね。
AWG の試合でもそうでしたけれども、やっぱりキーガンを愛用していますし、
ミチョってかなり先に取るっていうのはかなり必須だと思うんですよね。
気になるのはブリオ選手の奇襲性能の高い下からのスタートとなりました。はい。
I see Hunter going against AWG survivors. It will be Goatman on Sacred Heart Hospital. It is the lower bracket, so if whichever team wins will be able to play against RC to try to make their way back up the brackets and to the finals, which will be the next day. Looks like Hunter will be going after the Enchantress. Already threw down a peeper here, so she can't really mind game and hide behind and loop this area. Oh, is able to get the pallet set onto this Goatman in transition. Now she's going to go through that hole and back to the first floor. Hunter is going to predict her movements and will be dropping down closer to the survivor swinging around here at bird pallet. On this pallet, gonna throw down this pallet ahead of time. Hunter setting up a cage and will break this pallet so that she can't get safety, but that allows her to break this cage. Another cage is set up. She's mind gaming here at this pallet. Hunter going through. She didn't go through. She's gonna get a mini stun. Hunter throwing down another peeper. Able to fly wheel to this pallet, prolonging her kite even more. Is able to get the hit onto her. Finally running into the survivor, and the Enchantress is going to be transitioning away, entering hospital, and will be leaving immediately towards the gate pallet here. Hunter getting ready to set up another cage, going to throw down a peeper here. Her movements significantly slowed down. Will be taking the chip hit instead. Now she has a 3 stack, so she can stun the Hunter for a pretty long time. Hunter's getting ready to set up his cage. Oh, blocking her off! And she's able to get the down onto the survivor. We'll be cheering her for the first time. However, Cypher is progressing pretty well. We have 3 Cypher machines with a lot of progress. Most likely be able to finish those up soon, except one of the Cypher machines is a first officer, so they won't be able to finish that 71% Cypher machine unless someone takes over. So Hunter trying to predict where this first officer will be, being a little hesitant to set up his cage. Isn't able to get a single hit onto this first officer. He's made his way to the chair and getting the rescue with full health. Hunter's missing and is finally able to get the hit onto the first officer. Now he needs to go back and check Namiko, the Enchantress, and make sure she doesn't get too far, but he does have a little more time because she's going to be going through the ruins area. Is able to set up his first cage. He wasn't able to cage her. He has to set up another cage and will finally be able to down her for the second time. And it looks like he will be bringing her closer towards MKO's Cypher machine. MKO's Cypher machine inside of Shack. The basement is not in this area. He's forced to leave the Cypher because he doesn't want to allow the Hunter to get either chip hits or cage him. Burio 2 looks like he's coming in for the rescue, the puppeteer. He does have Tide Turner, so that would be the more ideal situation for the survivors in case the Enchantress can't rebound. She has a 3 stack though, so if she could just utilize that big stun, she can outlast one cage. He's going to be caging the puppeteer. He's going to be inside of his puppet form, breaking all the cages and making his way to the chair. Second puppet form, try to use Daunted there, got the rescue, but an immediate hit onto the Enchantress. And there are no other survivors that could harass, so she's just going to be returning to the manor. Not much of an option for this Enchantress. I'm just going to throw out Peeper so that the Magician's Cypher machine is slowed down, and he could just cage to that Cypher if he really needs. He has a lot of resentment available, and the Enchantress will be going down here at this corner, unable to utilize her 3 stack. So that is a little unfortunate, but dying further away from the Cypher machine isn't more ideal. They're going to utilize that time on Tide Turner. Sending his first survivor back to the manor. Now he's going to go for this Magician next. He has 3 illusions. Oh, isn't able to cage him, but the second cage is able to get him. Kind of lost track of the survivor. He's hiding inside of the shack area. Hunter has noticed this, and now he's going to be setting up his next catch. Backstab, but isn't able to get the hit because of the illusion. Wow, flywheel! Oh my goodness, he's buying so much time, but he doesn't have an illusion because he just used it. It's on cooldown. He'll be eating the first hit and transitioning outside of Shack. Hunter's going to be cleaning up some pallets while going after this Magician. Magician's going to Ruins, where he'll have a much better chance of kiting unless he's caged out. Oh, Hunter doesn't cage himself in. Now he's going to have to make another cage with both of them inside. He's going to utilize his illusion, but Hunter looked right through and is able to down the survivor for the first time. However, last Cypher Machine 70%. It's looking like the endgame situation. Hunter's going to bring the Magician as close as possible to Boruto's Cypher Machine, which is a Cypher Machine that's going to be primed, making the situation a little more challenging. And the survivors are all half health, so I have to be very careful, but they do have the Puppeteer. Wasn't able to catch the Puppeteer. Puppeteer's going to go into his puppet form. They're going to be able to get that backdoor rescue, and now they have to come to push this Cypher Machine 97%. Hunter, being very patient, is going to be hitting him inside of his puppet form. Now 2 of the survivors are going to have to push that Cypher Machine because they're at half health. Hunter is now going towards AEZ next. 3 survivors up and running, going to utilize his pocket watch and avoid getting injured for now, but was able to cage his Puppeteer. Puppeteer, however, was in his puppet form and will be able to tank that hit. Hunter going back for AEZ. One of the exit gates are now being opened. The pocket watch has been expended and wasn't able to cage the survivor. Hunter messing up on his cages a couple of times. And it looks like AEZ being very patient here at this window. Hunter trying to mind game him, a little back and forth here. Exit gate's already open. We'll see if... Oh, and is able to finally mind game him and finally down this first officer. But it looks like both survivors are able to make it to the exit gate, and that's a 2-man escape for the side of AWG survivors. Round 1, second half, AWG Hunter going against SC Survivors. The SC Hunter was able to get a 2-man elimination, so in order to tie round 1, the Hunter can get a 2-man elimination. Anything more will be a win for AWG. And it looks like he also carries Peepers, and he's making his way towards Soar, who is the Enchantress. So same Hunter played and same character is being chased. Is able to get that chip hit immediately onto this Enchantress, throwing down more Peepers, so now he doesn't have to mind game and try to guess where the survivor is, especially when they're hiding behind the walls. She's going to leave the walls because of the Peepers. Hunter is going to be able to get that hit onto her right away. And she does have a 3-stack, so she can have a long stun. She's going to utilize that 3-stack, break this cage, and try to transition out to a better area. Does have 2 pallets here to work with, but Hunter's going to throw down another Peeper, slowing down her once again. A little bit of back and forth here. He's slowly closing the distance, but she still has enough distance away from this Hunter. She did utilize Flywheel to be able to outlast this cage, and is able to down her with that chip hit because he got an early chip hit in the beginning of this game. Downing the survivor. It's a little faster than the previous match, but it looks like he'll be able to chair next to Monet, who is decoding on the statue Cypher Machine. Seems completely unbothered that the Hunter is approaching him, and it looks like it's because there's a survivor coming in for that backdoor rescue. It's going to be the first officer, utilizing his pocket watch to try and buy some more time for the teammates. They're going to try to push that Cypher Machine so the Hunter can't abnormal it or continue to pressure it, and so the Enchantress can continue to kite inside of Ruins if necessary. A lot of mind games here. Is able to... he hit the chair. Wow, so full health survivor is going to get the immediate hit onto the Magician. Didn't use his illusion. He's going to get a mini stun by the Enchantress. They're going to break the cage for her. Another chip hit on Enchantress, keeping her alive and well. Looks like Tarko Cypher Machine's there. Another chip hit onto the Magician. Is it worth the support? They don't want to over support, but Magician's still sticking around. I guess Tarako can come in for that rescue again because he's at full health, so Magician's helping with this kite. Is able to stun this Hunter, mini stun, so he's gonna eventually go down here. So a lot of support from this Magician. Looks like they're gonna get the Magician healed up, and Tarako is gonna come in for the rescue, but Not a lot of Cypher progress. It's very dispersed all around 50%. Last 3 Cyphers. At least they have all progress on the all the 5 Cypher machines. Looks like GNK is coming in for the rescue. It's going to be the Professor. Flywheels makes it past the Hunter. Mind game at this pallet. Goes through. He outlasts his cage. Hunter's going to have to set up another cage to get the hit before he gets a rescue. Or he's going to be patient and wait for the chip hits. Oh my goodness, he's slowing down. Okay, he's able to get the rescue and the body block. So now that's lengthening this Enchantress's lifespan. Hunter's going to finally set up a cage. A mini stun by the Enchantress. Oh, and he's able to break the cage. Okay, he's able to get a chip hit onto the Professor. He almost got that pallet stun. That would have bought a lot of time, but you know, the double support so that one survivor is getting chased, the other survivor is breaking the cage is actually hurting the Hunter quite a lot. Hunter's just going to have to get the down onto the Professor. Sora now transitioning away with Tarako staying nearby. This is an interesting method. They continuously have 2 people kiting, so that definitely slows the Cypher progress, but it's prolonging this last survivor's kite, and the Hunter is not able to down the survivor. Last Cypher machine at 72%. We got another body block by the side of the first officer. Hunter's just going to teleport to Monet and stop that Cypher from being primed. Magician's going to have to take this kite. He's at 75% damage, and he's able to down this Magician because he has so much damage stacked on top. The Professor has healed himself up. They're starting a new Cypher machine because the Hunter's chairing the Magician at the last Cypher. Now the tricky part, it's going to be very hard to rescue the survivor. Look at the injuries stacked up on the side of the SC survivors. Tarako's coming in for this rescue because he's the only survivor with a chip damage. Hunter's going to get an immediate hit onto him while he's quite far off from this chair. One survivor is pushing the Cypher machine. Hunter cuts him off and is able to down the first officer. Professor running to the chair and trying to free this Magician before half is able to get that rescue. Hunter going to chair both survivors, going to utilize his Magician stick, and you can see him emoting his illusion when he was rescued. But it looks like Hunter's going to now be able to chair this Professor next. Last Cypher machine at 80, unable to finish that up. It looks like Sora's going to be priming a Cypher machine far away from this area. First officer's down. Things are suddenly looking incredibly dangerous. Now okay, first officer's got back up, but the Hunter was able to down this Magician. Magician's going to be chaired here in place of the Professor. Oh, Hunter's just gonna try to get a swing here. Isn't able to do so. Has to drop down the survivor because he wasn't able to get that. He didn't save right away. Now he's going to be able to chair this Magician. The Cypher machine's primed. Oh, got the Terror Shock onto the Professor. And Cypher machine's popped all 4 survivors up and running because every single one of them has borrowed time. Flywheel to make it to the pallet. Hunter's getting ready to set up his cage. Going to block off that window. Forcing the Professor to go towards the triple pallet. Hunter is going to get the double hit, misses. Double hits finally on the 3rd swing. He's able to down this survivor. So the Hunter purposely he missed his swing because he thought that the Professor's going to utilize his skill, and that's going to push him back, and that's going to actually hurt the Professor. We see the Enchantress has gotten away here at back gate. Tarko running towards the back gate. Hunter has seen the first officer. Now he's looking for Monet. And you also see that, Tarako doesn't have self-heal. GNK has just been down. He doesn't have self-heal, so he could possibly get this 2-man elimination. But does the Hunter know that, yeah, they did heal right in front of him, so he knows he doesn't have self-heal, so he's leaving GNK on the floor. Now he's going for Monet. Monet's trying to stay alive here at utilizing his last illusion. He's able to throw down this pallet. Hunter going right through. Flywheel avoiding the hit, but Hunter caught up and he misses a swing. Is able to get the swing once on the 2nd swing. And is going to be able to chair the survivor. Teleportation's not up 50 seconds, but he does have a lot of resentment. They got the heal off onto the Professor. Now the Hunter has to quickly go back to the Professor and ensure his down. Thankfully, this exit gate's not opened up, so he's going to sing. He's going to flywheel past and will be able to down the survivor. Hunter still has detention, so he might want to chair this survivor so that he can't. He's going to chair the survivor and camp him to ensure that he gets that 2-man elimination. It's like the survivor just going to go and leave. So this is a tie for round 1.
ちゃくちゃ上手うまかったんですけれども思うんですけれども、だからその無機技術があったからこそ4人通でうまくかなとか思ってましたけれども、そんなことはなさそうです。ないですね。むしろ
さあサングリアをと結構ブロンタル目線もきつつモネが上下の採用となっています。
Round 2 first half, AWG Hunter going against SC Survivors is going to be IE on Ever Sleeping Town. The Ghost is heading towards the center, the main body towards Dragon Gate, most likely to Graveyard. Do I know this because I have to re-record? Maybe. Is going to be infecting the first officer, and now the Ghost is going towards Sora next, who is the Antiquarian. Hunter teleporting to middle. No survivors in that area, so no more corruption onto the first officer. It looks like the Hunter's going to be infecting this Antiquarian and be going for her as the first chase. Gonna get that window vault into Graveyard. Antiquarian waiting on the outside, far away from the main body. Hunter's going to be breaking that pallet while she catches up to this survivor. Ghost waiting by this Antiquarian. Gonna get ready to utilize the scare. She has 59% corruption. She's going around the back side next to the potential basement area. Basement is not here, so most likely at corner house. The Ghost is still next to the body, but the main body is not able to catch up anytime soon. Oh, getting the scare right before she's getting that window vault. Hunter is going to miss with that flywheel. Hunter backsteps the flute and is able to finally injure the survivor for the first time. Sora, she's going to utilize this time to transition to second story. Infected once again. Will be teleporting right away to the Antiquarian, but the change of an elevation did not get a lot of corruption onto this survivor. She's going to be going back inside of Graveyard, away from her survivor teammates, and oh, she's going to miss the stun there a little bit too early. Oh, Hunter blink and finally downs her first chase survivor. Cypher Machine's looking pretty average. We have one completed, two with a lot of progress, and we have the last two Cypher Machines do have a little bit of progress. And it looks like the Ghost is now going towards GNK, going to be infecting the survivor, pressuring the Cypher Machine. Monet's coming in for the rescue. It is going to be the Acrobat. We don't see any cooldown on the Antiquarian, so the Hunter can just infect either the Acrobat or the Antiquarian, trying to get some scare, build up onto the Aquarian. She's able to get that save with Tide Turner, is able to finally stun this Hunter. She's disarmed, but she's closing the distance. She's going to try to make it to this pallet here. Oh, she misses here. Being very patient, is able to throw down this pallet. Hunter's going to recall the Ghost, reinfect this Antiquarian. Now she needs to get that out of the area of corruption, getting that scare, but oh, she looks in another way, so she's able to avoid it, but she has nowhere else to go, so she's going to be going down at this corner. Second down for this Antiquarian. Third Cypher Machine completed. Fourth and fifth Cypher Machine now getting a lot of progress, so things are looking pretty good for the SZ survivors. Looks like the Ghost is now going to be traveling around the Cypher Machines, trying to stop that progress. Monet is going to be infected first. Hunter's going to teleport to Monet, is able to get the hit onto the survivor, but now Tarko is already at the chair, so he's going to get that backdoor rescue, but he's going to be breaking that stone tablet instead first, so that the Hunter can't teleport, but there's another stone tablet right behind, so it's, I mean, it will definitely help. And it looks like now the Hunter is looking for Sora once again. Sora is leaving this area, making her way to Dragon Gate, and she will be able to eventually catch up to the survivor, and she will also be able to infect her because she's not longer on cooldown, is able to get that 40% scare. Now she's going to be teleporting, has 59% corruption, got the assistance of the fire investigator and his airbag. They just need to prime up that last Cypher Machine. 57 and 31%. Hunter thinks she went upstairs, or she's trying to mind game her. She might be able to drop down here, but she took that pallet vault. The fire, ooh, he pushed her in the wrong direction, but that's okay because there's a pallet between the Antiquarian and the main body. The survivors containing this Hunter so well. Cypher Machine is almost primed. 89% Hunter's going to get rid of this next airbag. Now the fire investigator doesn't have any items left, but the Cypher Machines are popping with 4 survivors up and running. Hunter has detention. She's going to be teleporting to the Acrobat. Acrobat avoiding that 100% corruption with his bombs. Jumping away. Hunter, main body at the first officer. Goes trying to go towards corner house gate. GNK is trying to open that up. 30%. He's going to have to leave. He sees his vision getting narrowed with the Ghost. Is going to be infecting, teleporting to that gate. Ghost guarding the Graveyard gate. Monet is getting rid of that tablet. And Monet also was infected already, so he's on cooldown. That's why he can just get rid of the tablet without the hunter reinfecting him. Tinnitus is given to the ghost, so there. Okay, looks like Monet's trying to open up that gate. Going to infect the acrobat. The main body's still going after one of the survivors, GNK, the Fire Investigator. Oh, now they're just pushing that gate. It's at 66, 67. It's almost 70%. She's going to blink and finally down this Fire Investigator, but that exit gate's going to open by the time she chairs the survivor. She's going to be trying to infect. What happened there? The tram kind of got in the way. Antiquarian opened up one of the exit gates. Opposite exit gate being opened up. Fire Investigator chaired, recalling the ghost, sending it towards Antiquarian. Antiquarian may have to leave so that she doesn't get infected, and looks like Tarako is going to utilize his wonderful job. Last pocket watch. He's made it to the exit. The opposite exit gate is open. 3-man escape for the side of SZ survivors. Incredible job countering this Ivy.
かなりなめ細かそうですね確かに粘着もするからよりそうなんです入れるような
Round 2, second half, we see SC Hunter going as opera singer on Ever Sleeping Town against the AWG survivors. She's going to head to the middle where she will be running into AEZ. It is going to be the rescuer most likely, since rescuers always spawn in the middle. It's the most dangerous area and they have the ability to get away and they can tank a lot of hits. That's why they're rescuer. They have a lot of abilities that support, and it looks like the hunter is going to be going for this Gravekeeper as the first chase is already going to be inside of his shovel form, making his way to most likely, oh no, he's not going to go towards that window. The tram's coming in, so the hunter has to move out of the way, allowing the Gravekeeper to get some shelter there, and he's going to continuously try to get away from this hunter. He needs to go towards a pallet soon as he gets out of this gray shovel. Is going to be able to hit him out of that shovel, but he utilized it for quite some time, so things are looking good for this Gravekeeper. He does have one pallet here. Oh, hunter returning to the remnant, mind gaming and finally getting the first hit onto this Gravekeeper. He's going to be transitioning back inside of Graveyard. He's going to throw down as much pallets as possible and go back into his shovel form. And it looks like the hunter is going to be able to catch up pretty quickly with that. Oh, he's able to get out of his shovel and blink right through, so it doesn't matter, downing the survivor pretty quickly, but it is an opera singer, to be fair. We'll be cheering him for the first time outside of Graveyard. Mko is already making his way towards the chair. Is the Fire Investigator. Not the best chair since there's this railroad track that's wide open. There's no way for survivors to hide, so they need some kind of way to transition there. For the Fire Investigator, it's going to be his airbag, but he's keeping his distance, being a little careful. He wants to try to push the hunter away and then get that dash. Isn't going to be able to do so. He's going to be taking that hit and getting that dash to the chair, getting that rescue before half with Ty Turner. Hunter back on this Gravekeeper, and the airbag still available. We'll be able to get the immediate hit onto this survivor. The Fire Investigator is going to pick up that ball because he's going to have no items to kite later on, so it looks like he's going to be grabbing that Fire Investigator airbag. Gravekeeper will be going down in this corner, and the hunter will be chairing this Gravekeeper for the second time. This chair is a little better because the window is closer and there's two pallets that are closer, so a little better chair for the side of the survivors, but still a very open area. The hunter can catch you pretty far from the chair and possibly get an early hit. Looks like Namiko is going to be going in for this rescue. She's returning to the remnant that's closer to the chair. She's going to be waiting around here at the double pallets area, but she needs to slowly make her way towards the chair because he's going to go back to the manor. Hunter being very patient with her swings. A little bit of mind game is going to be able to get that stun and disarm so that the Gravekeeper can go inside of his grave shovel. Looks like they're going to attempt a body block so that he can make it to the pallets inside of Graveyard. She's going to be taking a hit for her and will be attempting to prolong this Gravekeeper's life by harassing. Nice narrow areas, good for stuns. She's going to push, unable to get that flywheel, avoiding the hit and injury. Hunter back onto this Gravekeeper. He has no more shovels left. Fourth Cypher Machine just completed. They just need to last long enough until that last Cypher Machine is finished. Gonna be able to push. Oh, she finally gets it down onto this Antiquarian. She has like a little bit of stick left. Now the Gravekeeper has to kite, but we have another assistance from Barotu coming in for the possible body block. We have the tram blocking the hunter. Wonderful timing for the side of the survivors. They've made their way all the way to the middle of the map. Last Cipher Machine, 55%. They're buying so much time. Gonna get the body block for the fire investigator. Not fire investigator, what is it? Gravekeeper. Hunter's gonna blink right down. He's all alone. No one's there to body block for him. 76%, 77. He's able to down the survivor. They're gonna do the force heal. Hunter has to down this. Oh my goodness. 2 survivors down. Antiquarian's back up. Now they're trying to make the hunter pick up the wrong survivor. Is able to pick up the Gravekeeper. The Gravekeeper's returning to the manor. Cipher Machines pop its endgame situations. 3 survivors up and running. Hunter's now going to Emko. Emko is having to take this kite next, but he does have 2 inflatable airbags to work with. A little bit of back and forth here at this pallet. Hunter's going to break it. He's going to set up his airbag pretty soon. Going to block off this hunter. Was able to throw down this pallet. She's going to go back to a remnant flywheel and is able to get that pallet vault. And he's going to transition to the next pallet here. There's a few remnants on the other side. Needs to be careful. Hunter's going to go ahead and get rid of this airbag so he can't utilize that airbag to transition away. So many remnants on this side of this map. She's going to slowly start making her way towards the survivor when she can mind game him and get that remnant. She's going to be breaking this area. He has to transition out. He's going to utilize his second airbag. Exit gate is open. 2 survivors they can get out. But the only problem is Emko can't get out. The dungeon isn't anywhere close. SC Hunter was able to get 3 survivor escape, so they need to get that 3 survivor escape to. Oh, he's going to be able to down this fire investigator. That's a 2-man elimination for SZ Hunter, getting the win for round number 2.
さあ第2ラウンドで点数4通3逃げをしていくチームですからね。これだけプレイスタイルレオの思い出。これ芸者も強いですね。
あるかなと、引き分け以上は手堅く狙っていける。ただまあマップ的に
それで追っていけたらいいんですけども。
ただまあちっちゃくなった加速と雲の。
はい。
AWG Hunter going against SC Survivors. It's going to be Soul Weaver on Leo's memory. Scars right now does have the advantage. They were able to get the win in round 2, so AWG Hunter needs to perform well so they could make up for that 1 loss in one of the rounds. Looks like Hunter is looking for this Explorer, but he's already left the vicinity. He might be running into Soar instead, but it looks like he is going in the right path. Oh, we saw it wasn't the field of vision. He was able to see this Explorer. She is going to get the first hit. Wonderful first chase. Able to find that Explorer is going to be a game changer because Explorer doesn't have much of a kiting ability. And he's been hit outside of factory. Hunter's going to be putting up these webs here and getting them ready to. Oh, we got the stun and the excitement by the Hunter. An immediate down on this Explorer. Coordinator not even be able to decode. So look how little progress there is. Hunter's going to be taking him all the way towards the outside corner. We do see Monet is working on that Cipher Machine. And we'll be trying this Explorer for the first time. Already expelled the Coordinator's stun gun, so now she's itemless. And are they even going to come in for this rescue? We do see Gravekeeper has Tide Turner, so possibly a 1 rescue because they don't have enough Cipher progress right now. So coming in very strong, AWG Yukakina Hunter and Gravekeeper inside of his shovel will be getting that rescue before half with Tide Turner, getting the immediate hit onto the Gravekeeper, injuring him for the first time. He's trying to body block, but a lot of the webs are already here. Looks like he's not going to be going inside of the. Oh, trying to body block while in his shovel form. Flywheels, but is able to get the hit onto the Explorer and another hit onto the Gravekeeper. It looks like they should have just taken that Tide Turner time and left this Hunter because this Hunter is just getting damage on damage. Dwindling all the resources of these survivors, is able to bring the survivor to the chair for the second time. Now chairing him near the Coordinator Cipher Machine, so now she can't even decode that Cipher Machine. The Gravekeeper is on the ground, and it looks like the Coordinator is going to go to the second floor, heal up this Gravekeeper, but the Hunter is approaching them, is able to get the Gravekeeper back up. Hunter has a lot of webs. Oh, Tarako is jumping down. Hunter's already on the first floor. Sorg trying to get that backdoor rescue. It's a double save situation. 2 people going for the rescue. 1 person chaired. She's going to eat the web there, take the hit, and get the rescue onto the Explorer. Body blocking against a Soul Weaver is not that effective because she can just utilize the webs and just catch up, utilize the spit. Is going to be able to, oh, stun the Hunter. and get the pellets done. Excitement! Whoa. Looks like the hunter's back onto the explorer. I feel like the survivors are over supporting. Is able to down the coordinator. Explorer still up and running, has a web on him. Hunter is going to be picking up this coordinator next, cheering her on the way possibly while going for this explorer. This explorer is not going to be able to get pretty far. Hunter is always keeping tabs on where this explorer is. 2 survivors injured. First chair for the coordinator. Hunter sees where this explorer is because he did have that web. He's going to be waiting around here at this pallet. Hunter's gonna be setting up the web so she can just zoom past all the dangerous areas. A little bit of mind games here. Is able to get that vault, but the spit does land onto this explorer. He's gonna go into his mini form and get the terror shock on this pallet. They were able to get that backdoor rescue on this coordinator, but it's the back to the manor to this explorer. And it looks like they're not even able to finish off that third cipher machine. First survivor to the back to the manor. 2 survivors injured. They're going to have to heal each other, and we do see that 2 survivors are healing each other on second story. Monet, the only full health survivor, just transitioning and trying to finish the cipher machines. Hunter is closing in on these 2 survivors. Still a ton of webs in this area. I think he knows they're on the second floor healing up. Great assumption, going to be able to utilize these webs and catch up to the survivors, getting the spit onto the Gravekeeper. Coordinator is getting that window vault. Hunter's going to vault right behind her. There's no webs in this area, so he can't speed up quite yet. He's going to look for the opportune moment. He's able to throw down this pallet. Could possibly blink through. Is going to be able to change blink through and down this coordinator immediately. We finally have progress on the last 2 cipher machines, but now someone has to come for that rescue or they're going to have to sell. Things are looking incredibly good for the Soul Weaver. Soul Weaver doing a very good job in the tournament scene, getting those eliminations. We also saw that 4-man elimination in yesterday, day 1's matches. Monet's coming in for the rescue. He does have that hook, so even if he's caught a little far away from the chair, he can still hook towards the chair. Second chair for the coordinator though, so he does need to be a little careful. He needs to avoid the hit, but he's getting the body blocks, avoids the spit. That's pretty big. Now he's trying to make his way to the chair, but the hunter is body blocking. He is able to make it to the chair. Needs to be careful not to get the terror shock. He is able to get the spit, and he's trying to body block. Flywheel of the coordinator, flywheel of the patient trying to body block. They're going to be waiting around here at this pallet, but the patient does have a web, so he's a little bit slower. He's going to get the spit onto the patient. Half health patient is going to be taking the down. Last cipher machine, 37%. The coordinator will be going down. Just third chair, so she's going back to the manor. Patient still will not be able to get up in time. This is looking like a 4-man elimination for the side of the Soul Reaver. I mean, they can still do the back and forth. The patient's going to heal up. Hunter's going to go down the Gravekeeper. Patient's going to get back up. They're going to go back and forth. They could possibly prime that last cipher machine and get at least 1 man out, but it just depends on how quickly the survivors will be downed. Hunter unable to find the survivors. No tinnitus. He already changed traits to blink, so she can't use peepers or anything. But what she can do is she's going to down the survivors, make a path of webs to quickly go to the patient, down the patient, and quickly come right back. So that is one of the strategies of Soul Weavers, is they could make a path of webs. They could just like zoom back and forth really fast, and as you can see, the webs are accumulating quite a lot. Is going to be able to finally find this Gravekeeper. He's going to have to take this kite, but he's at 25% damage, so he's going to have to at least take another spit damage and then a normal hit. She's creating a path of webs now. She's going to go around this pallet. Looks like he's going to be transitioning to the next pallet. Being very patient here, is able to get the spit and the down immediately onto this Gravekeeper. He is actually going down nearby this dungeon, so Hunter's going to check where the dungeon is spawned. She sees the dungeon is in this corner next to factory. Now she's going to make her way back to Monet. Monet is crawling as far away from the original area that he was down, so that the hunter will have to spend more time looking for him. But if that forces the Gravekeeper to go get up, it doesn't matter which survivor gets back up. She will just have to down them one more time, get rid of their self-heal, and then she's just free to chair both the survivors. So she's looking at the very corners of this map. We can see that the patient already transitioned all the way to front gate, almost at front gate. Hunter is going to be making sure he's nowhere nearby. She's going in the right direction. Is she going to check the side? He's hiding behind that barrel boxes. Oh, she's going to be running into him right now. She's going to be able to pick him up. She's going to go as close. She's going to bring him as close as possible towards the Gravekeeper. And it looks like she's aware the Gravekeeper was somewhere around. Ooh, she's going to be able to take him all the way to the middle. Wow. He is going to be able to struggle free. She's going to have to get the down on him once again. He's going to go and run in the opposite direction of the Gravekeeper. A lot of webs to utilize. Is able to get the pallet stun and transition away. Hunter's going to catch up with the triple webs here. Is going to be able to avoid that spit, but will be going down. However, he still has self-heal left to utilize. But the Cypher progress is not moving at all. He's going to eat a web. Looks like the survivors are slowly going to bleed out. She's going to wait for the patient to bleed out somewhat more and chair him towards the middle and then go look for this Gravekeeper. No, she's not going to chair him. She could actually drop him down and then just cocoon him. That's also an option because it's the Weaver. A lot of webs stacking up for this Soul Weaver. Now she's looking for the Gravekeeper. He's at back gate corner walls. Is not able to find him. Patient healing himself at 55%. She is checking the wrong area. She expects the Gravekeeper to be somewhere around here because the dungeon is here, but he's actually mind gaming her and he's in the complete opposite corner. And a lot of cracks and crevices, areas, lots of obstacles, objects in this area, so a lot of places for the Gravekeeper to hide. But she's checked all the corners, so it looks like she's going to come back and chair Monet, because he's going to bleed out soon if she doesn't. So she does have full threads. She has 200% threads ready to take down this Gravekeeper next. But yeah, unable to find him quite yet. She's going to start using her web so that if she doesn't find him, she'll be able to go, oh, she found him. And she's able to pick him up, and that is a 4-man elimination for AWG Hunter as Soul Weaver.
し編成も人家レンジを果敢にしていった。そこがやっぱスカーズサバイバーのさすがだな。
対応していこうという選択にはなりましたかね。
ファーストチェイスは稼ぎやすいキャラでもありますし、まあとにかくこの
Round 3, second half, SC Hunter going against AWG Survivors, who will be Wax Artist on Leo's memory. Yuuri heading towards Mko as his first potential chase. It's going to be the batter. He's making his way to the second story of Factory. We see Baroju has dropped a coffin inside of second story. Oh, it looks like the Hunter's going to be running into the Embalmer first instead of this batter, so definitely an easier chase since now he doesn't have any items. I mean, his only item is the coffin. It's already set up, so he doesn't have any items to help with his kite. There we go. And it looks like he's going to be hiding behind the walls, but Hunter able to close the distance, able to get the hit onto him with 72% wax. So if he can just accumulate a little more wax onto this Embalmer, he's trying to block off that window. He's going to be blocking off this pallet here. Oh, he's going to be destroying this pallet. Actually, the wax is starting to decrease, is going all the way down, so now he's lost his progress on this wax, doing a very good job avoiding the line of sight. Hunter is unable to get the second hit onto him, but he's still early hit, so it's not looking too bad. Getting wax on him through this window. He's looping the walls area, but the Hunter is slowly catching up. He needs to transition to a different area. He's going to go to double pallet, but getting 100% wax and downing the Survivor for the first time. He does have a better kiting area inside of Factory, but Hunter is going to chair him as close to Factory as possible. We'll be chairing this Embalmer for the first time. Will the Survivors coming for this rescue? Ooh, it looks like he's not going to be resurrecting himself. AZ is actually coming in for this rescue. Is that the best option though? Hunter's going to be blocking off Mko's Cypher machine. Namiko and AZ are feeding Tinnitus and making their way to the chair. Oh, it looks like Hunter has spotted AEZ. He needs to utilize his pocket watch. No, he's going to take the hit and get the rescue before half with Tight Turner. Hunter's going to get an extra hit onto this Embalmer. Now the Embalmer has to utilize his coffin or it will be completely useless. Hunter's trying to look for more. No, he's actually just going after Baruto, who looked like the first officer because he was saved by the first officer, and he has that illusion in the beginning when he rescues the survivor is going to be able to take him down. Full presence on the side of this wax artist, so now he has hot wax available. He's going to be carrying him as close as possible to the factory because he does know the coffin is in this area. We're going to be carrying him here right outside of factory and slowly make his way towards the coffin. He's going to be resurrecting himself. Basement is in this area, but that doesn't really matter because he'll be going back to the manor. Hunter's going to utilize the wax, block off this window, and wait for the embalmer to get back out of his coffin. He does have that bubble available. Mko here is going to be throwing down that pallet and supporting this kite. It is going to be the batter who will be able to get his first push. Oh, Hunter utilizing warp, trying to close the distance, get in between. Oh, batter, wonderful. Another push on the side of the batter. He's going to go back to his... Oh my goodness. He's going to go back to his warp. Wonderful job on the side of this Hunter. Now batter accumulating a lot of wax, is attempting to get that hit, but he's going to turn the corner here and avoid getting hit and stunned by this batter, able to chair this embalmer for the third time. Wonderful mind game with that warp going back and forth. That was really good, because if you think about it, the survivors are going to want to make it back to that pallet, but then the warp gate is there, so if they do try to make it back to the pallet, he will be able to just warp back. But if they don't go nearby that pallet, they have nowhere else to go. So yeah, wonderful placement of the warp. Hunter is now gonna not go for Nanako because the batter is a pesky little survivor. He has 2 balls left, so still a lot of harassment left in him, and he's at full health. Hunter wants to look for the first officer, but he's going to be running into Mko. Oh wait, the person on the second story was Nanako, which was actually the acrobat. Looks like Hunter's going to be going for the batter next. 4th Cypher Machine has been completed, will be completed very soon. 98%, I believe that's the batter Cypher Machine. Batter is kiting away from his Cypher so that they can finish up that 4th Cypher Machine. He's going to fly wheel, get rid of the wax. And the Hunter is going to be throwing the wax bomb, is at 25%. He was able to get that stun. Hunter is going to be breaking this ball. 1 ball left for this batter. Last Cypher Machine, 87%. Things are looking pretty good for the side of the survivors. It's going to be primed. They're already setting up for endgame. Namiko is running towards front gate. AEZ can take back gate. Hunter's going through batter. He's going to teleport to the last Cypher Machine. Cypher Machine's popped and Hunter is now on AEZ. The first officer, he has 2 pocket watches to utilize, so as long as he can utilize it, he should utilize it pretty soon. Yeah, get it, yeah, pop it off early. Oh, the dungeon is in this area, so things are so incredibly good for the side of the survivors. They can get a potential 3-man escape. Exit gate is open, front gate is open. 2 survivors are already at front gate. They're gonna leave. He's trying to make his way to the pallet. He's just standing in front of the dungeon. Oh, Hunter misses, able to get that escape, but that's a 3-man escape on the side of AWG survivors.
いやそうですね。したけどもセット勝負に持ち込むことはできますからね。はい。
そうモップという有利です。さあこれと持ってたいし。
全然いいと思いますね。
I see Hunter going against AWG survivors. This is round 4. Scars has 1 win. AWG has 1 round win, so they're tied, but AWG is ahead for a total of points. And it looks like we're going to have the Hermit on Ever Sleeping Town, trying to look for his first target. Not able to see anyone near the tunnel area. He's going to be transitioning to the middle. AEZ, their rescuer forward, is going to be hiding here behind this tree. Hunter is looking towards the mini bridge. Namiko is also nearby, who is the novelist. But it doesn't look like the Hunter has. Okay, he has spotted the novelist first, his potential first chase. Cypher machines are now being worked on, but it is a Hermit, so the progress may be a little slow. Not able to land the first blue stun onto this survivor. He's going to be waiting around here at this pallet. He has a book ready. He's going to get ready for that pallet stun. Oh, he didn't get the pallet stun. Oh, there was a greater distance. No need to get the pallet stun. He's just going to transition inside of hotel. Was able to get that window vault, making his way to the pallet and not the second story going to be transitioning out. The basement is also not in this area, so a great area to kite. Looks like he's going to utilize flywheel to avoid getting stunned. Going to utilize this book once again to make it back towards the pallet. He can throw it down and buy some time here since there's a little charge there on the ground he needs to avoid. Hunter is going to slowly get the first hit onto the survivor, closing the distance, but also not break the distance. And it looks like Namiko is gonna be careful going towards that staircase. Hunter going to be able to close the distance right away, get the second hit onto him immediately after utilizing warp. So one more stun, unless it's shared, unless the charge is shared by all 4 survivors. Oh, he's going to utilize this flip, avoiding the stun. And back to transitioning to the second story staircase, but it looks like the Hunter will be able to catch up pretty soon or stun him while he's on the but he was able to still throw down this pallet, and he is able to transition out because the Hunter still had quite a bit of distance away from him. Hunter is going to needs to get the stun onto AWG, and it looks like, oh, another swap for the side of Namiko, keeping the Hunter on his toes, finally able to stun the survivor and down him for the first time. For the novelist, he'll be on the chair next to the tunnel area. Barotu is nearby, and he also has wanted orders. So, AEZ coming in with the stun and the rescue off of the chair immediately, freeing this novelist once again with Tide Turner. And now the Hunter is back on Namiko. AZ still supporting, gonna keep harassing this Hunter. Is gonna be taking a hit here. As soon as he takes a hit and the Hunter is in attack recovery, is gonna get another stun onto this Hunter and transition away. Doesn't want to give him any extra hits. Hunter's gonna be concentrating on Namiko, going towards hotel, checking the cipher connections. And Namiko's already made his way all the way to the second floor. Hunter's just going to go ahead and break this pallet here and make his way to the second floor of the bridge. He's already dropped down. He's making the rounds. Namiko all the way towards tunnel, so has a lot of distance. But warp is back up, but you can't use warp unless you actually see the survivor and make sure that they are where you assume them to be. He's going to utilize his teleportation orb, going to cut through this building and meet Namiko on the other side. Namiko going through this tunnel, avoiding the stun, gonna switch with the Hunter, go back towards this pallet. Hunter is trying to get, okay, he got a charge, he got the red charge. Ooh, nice. So now the Hunter is trying to stun him with the blue charge, is able to finally get the stun, but that is going to be shared, and he's alive and running, still up and running. We have 3 cipher machines completed, 4th cipher machine 90%, 5th cipher machine 69, 70%, so cipher progress looking good. It's not even his second chair yet. Flywheel avoiding the stun and is able to get away once again. 4th cipher machine completed. Last cipher machine at 85%. They can even go for this rescue. Finally got the stun into this novelist and will finally be able to down this survivor. Mko waiting around the corner to get that rescue. He also does have Tide Turner available, so even if he does get hit right away, it won't be over. He'll be able to buy more time. Cipher machine at 99%. Hunter checking the map, should also know that it is endgame situation. AEZ going in for that rescue. He does have wanted order, doesn't want to get the terror shock because that will also be shared. Looks like he's gonna get the hit, and the cipher machine should be popping anytime now. Hunter back on Namiko. Namiko going towards, oh, they're gonna pop the cipher machines now. Hunter does not register, get the blue stun. He's gonna switch with the Hunter and go back around this building, staying out of line of sight to avoid getting any charges. Is going to be able to get that. No, he's not gonna be able to get the window vault because it crumbled and is no longer there. That charge was shared. Both exit gates are opening up. Hunter's gonna change to warp, and he's not gonna change to warp. He already had warp. He's gonna go to warp and stop that exit gate from being open. Mko is now taking the kite. He's sharing the charge. Oh, he flywheels to avoid that stun. Gets that stun again. Hunter has caught up. He got the vault. Now he's gonna be able to stun him once again and finally down this airplanist, which he was sharing the charge with someone, but AEZ already left, so it ensures that both survivors don't go down. And 2 survivors are already waiting at the exit gate. Hunter doesn't have warp. He does have his, no, he doesn't have his teleportation orb up yet, so it's a 3-man escape for the side of AWG survivors. And it just looks like one of the survivors arrived to the exit gate, and yeah, good start for AWG.
さすがにそこはまあバウンですかね。
まあ瞬間移動異形でもう一旦警戒しなければならないので、一旦ちょっと回すのは難しそうですよね。
上下たらこ
AWG Hunter going against SC Survivors. It will be Wax Artist on Eversleep. Nope, Chinatown. I keep saying names all like wrong. I keep calling Eversleeping Town Chinatown and Chinatown Eversleeping Town. It looks like he's gonna go towards the middle, block off that middle cipher machine. Now he's heading towards Monet here at Mini Bridge. He also sees the blood trails of him, so he's aware there's a survivor here, and most likely will be the first chase, the aeroplanist. Trying to get Wax and try to block off this window, but he is able to get that window blocked. Now it's blocked off. Hunter will be going right through it, trying to close the distance between him and the survivor, able to make it to that next pallet. Breaking line of sight. Hunter's just going to go all the way around. He's able to make it to this pallet. A slow vault. Ooh, that's not very good. But he is able to transition back inside of this building. Now he's going to be in a straight line since that window is blocked off. He's going to be eating a little more wax here at 84%. Trying to make his way to the pallet. He has hover to utilize. Will be eating the... Oh, hit with the Sears Owls. Now he's going to utilize hover to make it to the mini bridge. Hunter throwing wax towards the survivor. Closing the distance with warp. Right away, has a pallet here, but the obstacles here are too low. He can't avoid the wax. Is going to be able to get the 100% wax and get the first hit onto the aeroplanist. Now he's going to transition back inside of the red building, the Lion Pagoda. Is able to get that vault. The wax bomb was a little slow. Getting that other window vault, being very patient, seeing the Hunter's not going after him. Will be waiting inside of this building. Hunter is now transitioning inside of the building once he's blocked off that window. Monet gonna take a turn to the right and will try to find shelter behind the wooden walls and windows here. Has one pallet to work with at 2 windows. Is able to get that pallet vault. Hunter's going to be breaking this pallet so that he can't continuously loop in this area. Will be entering the building once again, heading to that window that's no longer blocked off by the wax. Hunter going all the way around. He's going to be hiding behind the boxes, utilizing his jetpack to create more distance to stay away from this Hunter. Doing a very long kite. 2 cipher machines are completed. Hunter will be throwing the wax bomb, and he's forced to leave, either stay inside of the hotel or go outside. Is going to make it to the corner walls. Has 1 pallet and window to work with. Eating a lot of wax here, 100%. And it looks like he will finally be able to down this aeroplanist for the first time. 2 cipher machines completed and lots of progress on the last 3 cipher machines. So things are looking incredibly good for the SC survivors. She's going to be carrying him here towards the middle where he could possibly block off GNK's cipher machine. We do see another survivor coming in for the rescue. Wasn't able to see. It's GNK tower codes are decoding, so it's going to be Sora, but Sora does have 1 in order, so Hunter is aware of this meteorologist coming. She's going to approach the chair on the cloud, trying to get some wax in the air to take the hit normally. Save before at half with Ty Turner. Hunter's back, concentrating on Monet. The Hunter wants to get at least a 2-man elimination in order to win for round number 4. Is going to be able to get the hit on Monet. He's going to be on the chair for the 3rd time. Cipher machines are not going to be quite ready, so he will be able to chair and eliminate this first survivor. Now this is very dangerous for the side of SZ because the AWG survivors were able to get that 3-man escape. They had a 4-man endgame situation, and that was the reason why it was much easier. But now it looks like, oh no, it's only his 2nd chair. Why did I think it was he? Why did I think he was going to go back to the manor? Okay, never mind. It's looking very good for SC survivors. It's going to be a 4-man endgame, so they can. It's still a possibility as long as the Hunter doesn't tunnel this airplanist and eliminate him quickly. Okay, airplanist eating a lot of wax. Got the body block by the Gravekeeper. Hunter's gonna down him with hot wax. He's going down. Cipher machines are not gonna pop quite yet. He's gonna block him off. He's going all the way around. Cipher machines now have been popped. It's endgame situation. Exit gate is being opened. Hunter is unable to down this. It's looking like a 3-man escape situation for SZ. This airplane is just buying so much time, and he doesn't even have any items left. Hunter will finally be able to down this survivor. He changed to teleport. Will be carrying the survivor. Oh, he's going to be able to make it to the exit gate. That's why we see the Gravekeepers opening the gate nearby this Hunter. He needs to teleport now. It's not open in time. He's going to teleport to the opposite exit gate. It's not open. He sees GNK. Oh, this is looking like a 2-man elimination. The fact that he was able to chair the survivor, that was going to be returning to the manor. That way they can't pressure the chair, and the Hunter can just go to the exit gate, is just changing everything. Oh, but the exit gate's open. Sora is almost there. GNK, the dungeon is right here, but GNK is making it to the gate. He's going to the gate instead. Taro's staying by because he can body block with his shovel. Hunter's trying to get that wax accumulated. If he can just get the 100% wax, we got the push from the aeroplanes. Oh my goodness, he got 100% wax on GNK. He misses! And actually that was, yeah, the flywheel body block. So excellent job on the side of SC survivors, getting that 3-man escape and tying up round 4.
急に飛び出た。さあ果たしてどうなるでしょう。
Round 5, first half, SC Hunter going against AWG survivors. Right now they're tied in the number of wins, and the total number of points AWG is ahead. This is round 5, first half. Did I already say that? It's going to be the Lizard going in for his first target. Namiko has escaped the radar of this lizard, and it looks like he's going for Burio next, who is the airplanist, and he doesn't have Tide Turner, so he will gladly take this kite with his 3 jetpacks and hover available to use. Hunter will be jumping right out of the area, will be utilizing his jetpack to gain distance back. As soon as the Hunter lands his jumps, we'll be able to make that pallet drop. Hunter will be breaking this pallet and will continue to pursue the survivor as he transitions to the double pallet corner walls. Here is going to go right through, jump over. Oh, he misses his jump, but he goes back and he gets the mind games. He misses, but he expected the Hunter to jump over, so he went back. So, you know, sometimes missing your jumps does pay off. He's going to be able to jump through this area, going to utilize his jetpack to get distance once again. Mko going to help the survivor if needed. He is the battery, can push the Hunter away. Was able to throw down this pallet. He's going to jump. He's going to try to... Oh, he was trying to mind game and try to get over that pallet, but isn't able to. He's going to be breaking this pallet, and the batter's ready to harass if the Hunter picks him up right away, but he needs to make sure not to give a free hit. Hunter's going to go right back to Burio as soon as he chases the batter off. He's going to be able to pick him up, and he's not able to get the stun onto this Hunter, allowing him to chair him here next to his Cypher machine. Now able to pressure the batter Cypher machine as well. Lizard now pushing the batter off his Cypher machine. Cypher progress pretty average. They have 1 almost completed, 1 at 75. The third one quite lacking at 59. AEZ is coming in for this rescue. He is the mercenary with Tide Turner. And the one good thing, oh, he elbow pads away, expecting the jump stomp. Is able to get that rescue, is able to body block for the survivor, and allowing the survivor to transition away. Got the stun by the prospector and the pallet stun as well, buying so much time for Aeroplanist to get away. Aeroplanist, mind you, still has hover and a jetpack left to utilize. Now he was able to transition to the complete opposite side of the map. He's hiding inside of the church because it's really hard to jump inside of church. So we have Namiko once again gonna stun the Hunter out of his jump, able to, oh my goodness, able to let Burio to go make his rounds. Now he's going all the way around the back. Hunter's trying to figure out which direction the survivor is going. He did see him most likely through the windows. Now he's able to go back inside of the church. Hunter will have to time his jumps correctly, but it looks like he's just going to be vaulting this window, trying to catch up here. But the prospector continuously harassing this Hunter as Burio to make his rounds back inside of church. Hunter is just struggling to down this Aeroplanist. Wonderful support from his teammates. Going to jump to try to close this distance. Mko waiting at this. Oh, he's going to blink right through, take the hit onto the batter because he is tired of these survivors harassing him. They're just, the survivors, they're taking turns harassing, they're finishing their cipher machines, they're starting a new cipher machine, 3 cipher machines completed, a little lacking on the last 2 cipher machines, but the batter still has to be chaired one more time, not the batter, airplane is the batter waiting around at this pallet, at this window. He's going to jump right through this window, is able to get through, and the distance is getting very close. He can utilize his jetpack, but is he going to? He's going to be able to make it to this window, so not quite yet. The batter is going to get the stun, but it was while doing his vault, so I don't think it actually hit the hunter. Hunter's going to try to use Stomp here, is going to be able to avoid it, and the batter getting the push, stunning the hunter away from this airplanist. The last 2 cipher machines are finishing up. We have the 4th cipher machine at 90%. It's going to finish up the last cipher machine at 50%. So this is looking like a 4-man endgame situation. The survivors are working overtime here, challenging the hunters, both AWG and SC, but AWG able to get that hover and escape from the hunter once again. Mercenaries decoding, double support harassment on this hunter. The magnet is going to latch onto this survivor. Got the push by the batter. Now the magnet on the hunter, trying to get the stun. Baroto going inside of, oh, is able to get that stun. 83%. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be ready by the time this airplanist goes down. Airplanist is gonna get jumped through that window, pushed by the batter. Wonderful stun. Looks like batter's gonna take the hit. Cipher machine will now be primed. It's a little bit late, but it's better late than never, and it's a 4-man endgame situation. Hunter having to change targets because the airplanist was only chaired once, is able to get the push with the batter. Now he doesn't have any balls left, so he has to rock hard or go back towards his ball and pick it back up. He's gonna be breaking this pallet here. Transitioning to the second pallet, gonna do some mind games. The batter wants to get that ball back. Hunter's gonna cut him off in the middle. He's gonna have to double back to this 1 pallet. There's only 1 pallet left. The exit gate's at 70%. Mko buying so much time for his teammates. It's looking like a 3-man escape. The dungeon is in graveyard, so he will most likely not get that. He's able to pick up his bomb, flywheel to the window, but terror shock. And that's a 3-man escape for AWG survivors. Excellent support.
結構スカーズは4逃げ
限りは一人は飛ばしに切れるだろうという。
どうさばいていくかですよね。
当初も左右です。
AWG Hunter going against SC survivors. It will be BonBon on the red church. So the win condition for SC survivors right now is they have to get a 4-man escape. Anything less than a 4-man escape is a win for AWG. So the AWG Hunter just needs to secure that 1-man elimination. So the first chase looks like it's going to be the meteorologist. She's making her rounds. Oh, she's going all the way around. It looks like the hunter isn't going to be following the blood trails. He's going to go right through this window, walking backwards. It looks like he was able to win the mind game with the red light trick, is able to catch up to this meteorologist, throwing bombs towards that pallet so that she can't transition it there. She's going to go to this strong kiting area. Hunter putting it on a 5-second bomb instead of 2-second bomb. He's going to be able to get the first chip onto this meteorologist. Hunter's going to be going through that window because he has confined space. Now it's going to be much harder for her to loop. She's getting another cloud ready. Going to go over these walls, make her way towards the church, but oh, caught a little bit too close. Blink down! Unable to utilize the priestess portal to get back inside of church and try to loop this area. So wonderful down on the side of this BonBon. It is a little bit early because seeing the cipher progress is a little lacking. Yeah, that last cipher machine at 30%. It looks like the priestess was most likely setting up portals inside of church, and so because she was spending time doing that, her cipher machine might be the 46% one. Taroko is now coming in for the rescue. They have to rescue. Now the hunter is going to place the bombs on the chair so that if the survivors don't get the rescue before half, the progress on the chair will be much more, will lengthen. It looks like he's doing the back and forth here, is able to get 75% damage, but he's being a little careful, is able to get that rescue with tight turner, but an immediate hit onto the meteorologist. Looking really strong for this BonBon. He's trying to get more hits onto this mercenary, but it looks like he wasn't able to do so. GNK, now she's going to die in this corner and possibly get the support of this Antiquarian, but is able to get the chip damage onto this Antiquarian. She needs to be careful. She is able to disarm this Hunter, but Hunter is not going to leave the survivor anytime soon. Oh, she's going to flip to avoid the double bomb connect. Now she's slowly making his way towards the meteorologist. We have a global portal on the back gate area. Antiquarian's coming in closer. She's gonna sidestep. He's gonna avoid getting hit. He's gonna sidestep, is able to free this survivor. He's gonna be throwing bombs everywhere and is able to down this meteorologist right away. Only a chip damage on this Antiquarian. He's trying to get out of this little corner. He sidesteps out. He avoids the flute and he's not stunned. Now he's free to carry this meteorologist all the way to the mercenaries. Cypher gonna get rid of this global portal. Oh, she's able to struggle free. It looks like he should have chaired before, but it looks like he's gonna have to down the survivor one more time. Things are starting to look a little better for the side of SC survivor. She's made it all the way to the pallet, is able to throw down this pallet. Blink will be up in 20 seconds. She's doing a very good job avoiding the bomb so far, but she's gonna slowly run out of be very patient. Dropping down that pallet, is able to get the remote control bomb and down the survivor for the second time. He's bringing her to the mercenary's chair, keeping him away from decoding that Cypher machine at 50%. We'll be cheering her for the second time. Mercenary can't come in for this rescue because he can definitely go down. He's just going to be feeding tonight as they have to get this rescue. They need that 4-man elimination. We see the priestess is slowly making her way towards the gate. One mini flute left for the Antiquarian and she's chip damaged, so she can't come in for this rescue either. Hunter's placing a lot of bombs near this chair. Tarko trying to get the Hunter's attention. Both survivors going for this rescue, is able to get the rescue, but the Hunter is able to down her immediately. Mercenary is down. Priestess is half damage. Survivor is being returned to the manor, and that is a win for AWG. They're obviously not going to end here, but we're going to see the reaction, I think, for the team. They do that a lot. He's going to be picking up the mercenary, cheering him for the first time. No one can really come for this rescue. Oh, wonderful pallets, wonderful stun, portal stun by the priestess, able to get that rescue. Is going to blink through and finally get the down onto the mercenary once again. He doesn't have any elbow pads. It was like mid-elbow pad, so getting that damage stopped him from transitioning away, and we'll be able to cheer him for the second time. Only survivor that could possibly come in for this rescue. Oh, we're going to be dropping this survivor down. And we'll be cheering him right back. We see Antiquarian has finished up all 4 Cypher machines. Last Cypher machine at 51%. None of the survivors can come for this rescue. I mean, that wonderful save by the priestess with that portal, stunning him away from the chair and getting that rescue was a very good clutch save. Oh, he's trying to stun this Hunter and go for that rescue, but isn't able to do so, stuffing this Antiquarian. The bomb is going to go off on the chair, sending the mercenary back to the manor. Now the Hunter is going to bring the Antiquarian closer to the priestess Cypher machine. She was working on a new Cypher machine. He's going to finally get the vision on this priestess. She's going to make a portal through. Oh, Hunter's being very patient here. He's gonna take the hit. Oh, and he's gonna be able to down this priestess. 4-man elimination. Congratulations, AWG.
改めて先ほどの試合データこちらです。7対15での決着となりました。が MVP です。
おめでとうございます。
おめでとうございます。
4人釣りで
の対策が取っていると思います。
はい。さあこちらがなっておりました。アクシズウェーブがビジターとなって、
こちらコイントスですね。
はい。ホームはキャラクター数っていうのはもうほぼ一緒ぐらいの、
はい、そうですね。そうなりました。
さあマップのバンピック出ました。民調ピックゼータディビジョン。
チェすれば35秒みたいな環境でしたからね。
そうですね。
まあしないチェイス。
まあ騎士人形師がハンターがねどちらに。
AXIZ Hunter going against ZETA Survivors. It will be Goatman on Ever Sleeping Town. He's heading towards the middle where he will be running into Dolisu as the first character, being the mechanic. Doesn't look like he was able to throw down the bot quite yet, and the Hunter is going in the right direction. Mechanic going towards Dragon Gate. Hunter checking behind, making sure that he didn't miss him. Ooh, we see the bot is hiding here at this pallet, I believe, or is that the survivor? Shinami is going to be taking this kite next. Oh, it was Dolisu getting at that pallet stun onto this Goatman for the first time. Hunter, did he not notice the mechanic? Okay, it looks like she was going to just take the hit for this mechanic, and the psychologist is going to be the first survivor that it will be. Chase has double pallet here to work with. A pretty good area, but the hunter is able to catch up and get the second hit onto her right away. But this does allow the mechanic to get away, and she is going to have a full bot, so a lot of decoding. Ooh, going to be able to down her immediately here. Not sure if she was stuck or she was waiting, and the hunter just swang right away. We'll be able to chair this survivor for the first time in the middle of the map, so now he has a kind of an idea of where the cipher machines are moving around, and since he's in the middle, he can go towards any cipher machine. It looks like he's going to utilize his abnormal, get rid of that progress on that cipher machine that the knight was currently working on. We'll be able to get that free backdoor rescue with Ty Turner before half. Hunter's gonna be setting up his cage real soon. We have the knight helping out with the helmet predictions, is able to get the double predictions correct, and that's buying a lot of time. Gonna get a chip hit onto this knight. Hunter is going to recover, get another cage ready. He's trying to backstep, isn't able to mind game. Got two more predictions by the knight, isn't able to get either of them, so now it looks like he's going to leave and allow this psychologist to take the kite, and since she did have a little bit of stress left over before she went down, she's gonna have to be hit twice before going down. Ooh, wonderful mind games, is able to get the pallet stun and able to break this cage. Double pallet area. Hunter has to break one of this cage. He's going to be transitioning away, and he's going to be setting up his next cage, but doesn't have enough resentment quite yet, allowing her to transition to the second floor. Getting ready to cage now. She dropped down right away. Gonna mind game, finally get the hit onto this psychologist, but as mentioned before, needs to hit her one more time before taking her down. It looks like the cipher machine inside of Graveyard has been completed, and this will be the area she will be kiting and containing this hunter. We can see that Kazuneko is also in this area. It is the puppeteer most likely going to come in for the rescue after the psychologists go down, or they're going to kite together and he's going to be breaking the cage, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Able to down the psychologist for the second time. Third cipher machine has been completed. Fourth cipher machine and fifth cipher machine, around 40%, so they have good progress on the last two cipher machines. Hunter is going to try and bring the psychologist as close to the middle as possible, away from the graveyard, so that he can continue to pressure the cipher machines. We have the cipher machine in middle being worked on. Hunter's going to utilize abnormal there and bring it to 0%. Got that backdoor rescue by the puppeteer on the psychologist. Now they're transitioning back inside of graveyard, keeping the hunter away from the cipher machines as much as possible. Hunter's going to be missing his cage, has a double cage, and got the body block and isn't able to body block, so it looks like the psychologist is going to be going down. However, the puppeteer is at full health, so he can go for this rescue if necessary. And it looks like the hunter is just going to chair this. Oh wait, he can't go for the rescue because it is her third chair. She's returning to the manor. So first survivor has been returned to the manor. Now the hunter is looking for the next target. He's going to ignore the puppeteer that went back inside of graveyard, and he's coming back towards the middle because they know the survivors are trying to push the cipher machine. We see the bot is hiding inside of the locker and feeding tinnitus to this hunter, so that's going to throw him off a little bit, but he is noticing there's a survivor at corner house. Now he's going to be caging the puppeteer, since the puppeteer has to leave the graveyard area since that cipher machine is already completed. And it looks like he'll be taking the next kite. Is able to get the chip damage onto the survivor, but it was outside of this cage, so not a lot of damage quite yet. We see the bot is now working on the cipher machine. Hunter is forced to down this bot. He'll get an alert to where the mechanic is, trying to now go towards Hametu as his next chase. I keep trying to say victim. Is able to get the hit inside of the cage, so 75% damage accumulated. He's trying to bait him and is able to backstep and down this knight incredibly fast. We have 3 cipher machines, all with progress. They're pushing all 3 ciphers because they don't know which one the hunter is going to be pressuring, and with this abnormal constantly taking away their progress, they're just going to have to divert the hunter's attention, disperse the cipher progress, and it looks like hunter's going to be chairing next to KZ and K's cipher machine. He's currently on that second floor. Hunter's going to utilize that cage to make it to the second floor immediately. He took the hit while he was in his puppet form for only a chip hit, and it looks like the Hunter is going to stay on the puppeteer for the time being. Two last Cypher machines, both at 70%, so Cypher looks like it will be completed soon, but Hunter is going to leave the puppeteer, concentrate on this mechanic, still at full health. She's going to flywheel and avoid the hit. Has two pallets here to work with. We'll have to throw down one of the pallets to maintain the safe distance away from this Hunter. Hametu finishing up that fake 8 Cypher machine. Hunter pressuring both Cypher machine, but the survivors are very... They're pushing all 3 Cypher machines, so they're all around 70%, one at 88%, so that 80% Cypher machine will most likely be ready for an endgame. And the Hunter is going to go towards Hametu. Cypher machine's primed, and it's not the Knight Cypher machine, so, or is it? Cypher machine is able to down this Knight. They're gonna pop the Cypher machine. 3-man endgame. All 3 survivors has borrowed time, and now the Hunter's gonna cage this Knight. He's gonna get the double prediction. Doesn't get the first one or the second one. A little bit of mind games here, back and forth. On was on the wrong side of this pallet. Is gonna set up another cage, trying to down this forward. But forward is doing Knight is doing a very good job going back and forth, but is finally able to down this Knight. The dungeon is also in this area. The Hunter is going to be chairing this Knight, going to change to warp and go towards that open exit gate. Dolisu has opened it up, and he will be able to leave one survivor though still up and running. Hunter doesn't want to allow the survivors to get a free rescue, so he's being a little bit cautious. But Kazuneko now making his way to the cage, but he's in his puppet form, so he's going to be breaking this cage, breaking the next cage. Is it going to be able to be enough? And he is able to get that escape, and that's a 2-man escape on the side of ZETA survivors. ZETA Hunter going against AXIZ survivors. It's going to be Goatman on Ever Sleeping Town, heading towards the first survivor. It is going to be Nyan, I believe. I think it was Nyan, and that is the Magician. But Hunter suddenly changing targets. He's going towards the middle of the map, going towards corner house. We see the survivor already rotated out, and they're going towards the exit gate. Hunter does see the blood trails of this first survivor. It's going to be Tuna taking the first chase as the puppeteer. Hunter still unable to close the distance. Oh, we'll be able to get the cage onto the survivor, but utilizing his puppet form, waiting here at this pallet. He's just going to wait till the Hunter approaches, and if not, he's going to break this cage, throwing down this pallet, allowing to buy a little more time. But the Hunter does have enough resentment for another cage right away. Setting up the second cage, going to go right into his puppet form. As soon as the Hunter gets too close, we'll be breaking the cage while in his puppet form and transitioning towards the pallets. Triple pallets here. Very good idea. Avoids that hit. Hunter's getting ready to set up his cage next, but there's a little bit of too many pallets here. But I mean, it depends if the Hunter is feeling confident. He's going to be setting up that cage, going into his puppet form for the third and final time. Hunter will be breaking this cage, and that cage, will be breaking the pallet. And it looks like he's able to get that vault, but now he doesn't have his puppet form to block any more damages or to open up this cage. We'll be able to get that down immediately. However, Cypher progress is looking incredibly good. One Cypher is already completed. The second one at 90 will be completed by the time he chairs the survivor, and the third Cypher machine at 83 will be completed by the time they come in for this rescue. So Cypher progress looking incredibly good for the AXIZ survivors. Hunter is going to pressure Nyan next. Wonderful pallet stun here. That takes away more time for him to have to contain this Hunter. Hunter's going to drop down from the second story. Magician is going to be coming in for the rescue. Doesn't want to wait too long. We'll be able to get that rescue without Tide Turner, but he has this puppet form, which he's going to be going right into. We're going to have the Magician breaking the cage for him, and he's going to transition to the pallet. Hunter's going to set up a cage one more time to try to catch him off guard. Ooh, gets him through the window vault and is able to down the survivor for the second time. Puppeteer doesn't necessarily have to be rescued with Tide Turner because he can still somehow kind of a little bit of rebound kite because he does have that puppet ability, and so chasing Puppeteer first isn't the best decision, seeing that they got so much Cypher machines completed. Like there's a difference between having a lot of progress and having a complete Cypher machine completed, because that also means they're already transitioning to their next Cypher machines. Oh, it looks like we're going to finally utilize Abnormal to bring that Grave Cypher machine to 0. They're going to work on that once again. Nyan getting ready for this rescue because he did get that first rescue at full health. going to utilize his illusion, and will be taking the normal hit here at 75% damage. He is able to get the rescue onto this puppeteer. He's going to body block for him for as much as possible, but he's already in his puppet form. He's going to be breaking this cage. Oh, another cage set up right away, and it looks like the hunter is going to be getting the hit onto the puppeteer while he was in his form, so he's still at 75% damage. 2 survivors at 75% damage. Nyan is planning to go down for this puppeteer, will be attempting to break this cage. Misses the puppeteer but gets the magician, and that allows the puppeteer to break this cage and transition to the double pallets, but isn't able to make it there in time. Will be chairing this puppeteer for the 3rd and final time. Cypher machines will be ready by the time they come in for this rescue on the magician that still isn't able to heal up in time. Last Cypher machine at 92, and Hunter will be chairing him near Graveyard, where Addo's currently priming up that Cypher machine, which actually has to make Mono P travel quite a distance to get that rescue, but he's already making his way towards the chair. Things might be a little dangerous here because the last Cypher machine is right here, the chair is here, and so he's going to be able to, oh, he's going to utilize abnormal, but oh, he's going to pop the Cypher machine, so he isn't able to, he was able to get that pop before he was rescued, but it didn't matter because the hunter wasn't anywhere nearby. Now the hunter's going after this magician once again. 2 survivors are caged. He's going to double cage this area, so they have to break an additional cage. A lot of back and forth here, but he's trying to get a hit on to one of the survivors. They're just going to be able to outlast this cage. Hunter's going to set up this cage and get the cage onto the airplanist, allowing the... Oh, he's going to double back and finally down this airplanist, but this is his first chair. Hunter's now going to go for more. Nyan is still nearby. He's going to set up double cages here because he can't make it with that one big cage. We'll be breaking the middle cage and trying to get the down onto this magician. Exit gates are not opening up at all. Is able to outlast this cage. Oh, utilizes his last illusion to transition to the double pallet here in the middle of the map, allowing Mono P to possibly heal up. We'll be getting up here. Exit gate at 30%. Looks like it'll be open. Magician buying enough time for his teammates. He's going to be able to... Oh, but Mono P is still in this area. I think he needs to get out of this area. Is able to cage the aeroplanist, but oh, isn't able to cage him, so now he has to break it and cage him once again. He doesn't have it. He does have enough resentment, but only for one cage. Needs to make sure to get the down onto this aeroplanist, and will be able to get that down. He does not have self-healing, so he's going to teleport to the Embalmer's gate, but it's already open. The opposite exit gate's being opened up by the magician, so that's a 2-man escape for the side of AXIZ survivors. And that will be a tie for round 1.
ピーターのその判断の速さ、
またこれだけ伸びたからこそ相手も温存できたマジシャンと、
ただここは中華街の番から固形村となります。
選手のこの固形村オペラというのは相当強力になりましたから、
軍に行くのか気象学者に行くのかと。
まあおおよそこの小山
2名で持っております。
Round 2 first half, it looks like Zeta's hunter will be going first. We have him spawning at cornfields. Now he's going towards the shack where he will be running into Nyan, who is the... unable to read the little letters here. It's going to be the coordinator. And I believe it's the IB skin. It was a very good crossover. You get a free skin out of the 3, and it looks like they're going to utilize the coordinator skin. We'll be breaking this pallet here so that she can't loop this area, forcing Nyan to go away, but that pallet's also broken, so she's forced to go through that window. Has one more pallet here to work with. We'll be breaking it right away. Dwindling her resources, is going to utilize that stun gun so she can transition into shack. And the hunter is going to recover pretty quickly here. She's going to go around the window area, expecting the coordinator to vault, already throwing down this pallet. There is a line of pallets that has been thrown down. Going to go back to the remnant, but the coordinator was very patient. She was waiting around this pallet, and she's going to transition back towards shore while the hunter's breaking this pallet. She's kind of out in the open here. She needs to make it to that double, triple pallet area. I think it's triple, double pallet area is going to be able to get the first hit onto this coordinator. Only 2 pallets, okay. And sometimes you get confused. And she's making it short to this broken little cabin shack area. We'll be taking her down. Still a pretty good kite. Lots of transitioning, going back and forth because you don't want to get mind gamed by the remnant. A lot of times survivors get mind gamed by the remnant. The hunter goes back to the remnant, but this coordinator never went to... Oh, wonderful push by the meteorologist. Is going to go back to a remnant that's closer to the coordinator. Meteorologist being a little careful here. Will take a hit here while going for that rescue before half with Tide Turner. She's going to go towards the hunter so the hunter can't get an additional hit onto the meteorologist. And the hunter is just going to leave the meteorologist and concentrate on chairing this coordinator for the second time. And she's just waiting for Tide Turner to run out. Gonna get an extra hit there. I think that gave her full presence. She's gonna go down near Little Boat. And the hunter can chair him and set up Mono P to come for this rescue. But the hunter is dragging her back towards the area in between shack and shore. Cypher progress looking alright. It is an opera singer. We have 2 ciphers completed. 3rd cipher machine 70. They have all 3 cipher machines and they are working on that progress. We're going to see the hunter going after the meteorologist. Wonderful push with her wind. Going to go back to the remnant and guard this chair. We see Mono P was making his way to the chair, but he's going to go back on his board. Doesn't want to get a too early save, trying to get more time for their teammates to decode. We'll be taking the hit on the board, getting off the board. Now a little bit of mind games here. We'll be taking the hit and getting the rescue with Tide Turner once again. Yan heading towards the shack area, most likely going to go to cornfield as far away as possible. Last 3 cipher machines all averaging around 70%. Hunter needs to quickly chair this survivor as soon as Tide Turner runs out and go pressure the cipher machines. Looks like coordinator will be going down. Try to buy a little more time by going down on the other side of the pallet, so the hunter has to go around. Every second counts. We'll be returning the coordinator to the manor, and she will now be going for the next. She has blink and she doesn't have trump card. She has confined space, so now she can't teleport. That might be a little dangerous for the side of this hunter, but she does have fast movement. She's dashing. She's going towards Addo. She's at one of the last cipher machines, but they primed up 2 cipher machines so that the person the hunter ends up chasing will pop their cipher machine first, and then when they take a hit, they'll pop the last cipher machine. She's going to be breaking the pallet here. She needs to get rid of all the pallets here as much as possible so that the meteorologist can't rebound guard. She's going to get the hit onto the meteorologist. Cipher machines are going to pop. We already see Tuna is at the exit gate. Hunter doesn't have teleports, so she needs to down this survivor as quickly as possible and secure the down. Is going to get the meteorologist wind push. Wonderful job. Hasn't missed a single wind. And will be transitioning inside of shack, but all the pallets here are destroyed and will be able to take her down for the first time. However, Tuna and Mono P has already left, and that's a 2-man elimination for ZETA Hunter. AXIZ Hunter going against ZETA survivors. It'll be Opera Singer once again on Lakeside Village. She's heading towards shack, where she will be running into one of the ZETA survivors that haven't quite been shown on the screen yet, but it will be KZ and K as the novelist. So dropping a lot of remnants here and heading towards... Oh, she's going back. She doesn't have tinnitus, so she is now getting tinnitus. She knows he's in the middle area here at this little mini shack, and it looks like KZ and K will be taking the first kite as novelist, going to be utilizing his book right away, getting the pallets done, vaulting this pallet and heading towards the shack area. Hunter going to be breaking this pallet and going after him in the shadow form. Dashing between shadows to try and catch up. He's kind of out in the open, forcing the hunter to get out of his shadow form while he waits around here at this pallet, trying to gather his next page notebook. Flywheel avoiding the hit, still at full health. It does look like he's going to take a hit here. He's kind of out in the open. Oh, he's going to utilize his swap, and then he's going to get that speed boost to transition back inside of the shack area, but he just didn't have enough distance, so he's going to gather more book for his 3rd switch. As he's making his way to this pallet here, is going to utilize that pallet stunt and transition back into shack, doing a very good job going back and forth, not running into any of the remnants of this hunter. She's going to blink right through and down this survivor right away, wasting no time. Similar Cypher progress to the first round, around 80%, 90%, so Cypher progress looking pretty good. It looks like Hermit is slowly making his way towards the rescue. The meteorologist has just finished up her Cypher machine. Hermit feeding tinnitus. Hunter not quite able to locate the survivor. And it looks like he's making his way towards the chair now. Gonna summon the bubble, but isn't able to summon it in time. Is gonna be taking that hit and getting that rescue before half with Tide Turner. And it looks like the Hunter's going to be able to get the hit onto Kazuneko right away. Kazuneko's transitioning towards small bowl where he can possibly get the rebound kite. And if we look at the book, he doesn't have a lot. A little over 1/3 of his book has charged up. Hunter's going to be just waiting for this Tide Turner to run out. Tide Turner's going to run out, going to pick him up for the second time, chair him towards outside of the mini boat. And we can also see Shinami is slowly making his way towards the chair. It is the first officer, and he also does have Tide Turner. So double Tide Turner rescue. Gonna buy a lot of time for the Cypher machines to decode. We can see only 2 Cypher machines are completed, but we have progress in all 3 last ciphers, so it's not as bad as we can expect. Hunter's missing because he is utilizing his pocket watch, being very patient here. He might need to approach the chair soon here. Is going to take the normal hit and get the rescue with Tide Turner. Running in opposite directions, Kazuneko is taking the Hunter to triple window and will be able to take that hit right away, returning him to the manor. In round 2 first half, they were able to get that 2-man elimination. Zeta Hunter was able to get that 2-man elimination, so in order to tie, he needs to get that 2-man elimination. Securing his first down before the Cypher machines are finished is going to help him accomplish that goal. And on the side of the survivor, not the survivor, the Hunter, she has the exact same trait. She has confined space, detention, and blink. So Cypher machines are popped and the survivors are running towards the exit gate. We have Hameto staying at Big Boat. We have Dolisu opening up that exit gate, and Shinami still around the middle. Hunter will be running into Hameto first. But that exit gate looks like it's gonna open in time. It's 80%, 93, 95, it's open. And now it looks like the Hunter's gonna blink and down this meteorologist. The survivors need to leave. They need to leave and they're able to exit, and that's a 2-man escape for the side of Zeta survivors, tying up round 2 as well as round 1. They also tied, so yeah.
だったので、そのKakiriの迷いないツッコミがそうなんですよ。
アクシズの盛り上がる VC もやっぱ聞きたいし、
ここのラウンドは取りたいゼータのマップピックになりましたね。
フライフィール積んでるんじゃないの。距離縮まるよね。じゃあ出していこう。
キャラがいるようですね。
また小屋奥から始めてしまうと占い師も脳幹の
フライホイールを。
AXIZ Hunter going against Zeta survivors. It's round 3, first half, and on Arms Factory. She's jumping towards middle. Looks like she's heading towards Dolisu first, and that is going to be the Seer. Already made his way inside of Shack. Hunter has now entered Shack looking for the survivor. She's not going to be able to see him because he's hiding behind this wall, but you can actually see the blood trails seep through the bottom of this wall, so she knows he's on which side, which kind of area he's currently on. He's making his way to middle walls, was able to throw down this pallet, but he's still stunned, so we'll be eating the first hit here. Still has an owl available to utilize. And now he's transitioning towards Factory. Hunter's going to be sending her cats in that direction. Oh, it actually kind of misses here. He's able to sidestep it, but now he's going to have to utilize his owl because Hunter is going to jump right to him. He has an owl. He needs to make it to this pallet and throw it down before that owl runs out. Has 3 owls here available. Is able to take that owl hit. She was trying to be patient and wait until the owl disappeared, but she's going to still not lose track of him, and the is gonna miss the cats once again. Wonderful job on the side of the Seer, just dodging these cats. Oh, wonderful flywheel on the painter. She's gonna miss the swing on the painter. Only half damage onto this, but he's kind of running into his survivor, so the Cypher progress. Oh, wonderful flywheel. Now we see that the painter is gonna support with her painting. Hunter has warp, so she's gonna have to wait out the stun. Dolisu made it to that pallet. Kazuneko sticking around, gonna finish his second painting to assist his kite, trying to get the hit for the Seer. Is able to latch the cats on, getting the painting ready. He's stunned. She's going all the way around because she doesn't want to. Oh, body blocked by the painter, prolonging his kite even longer. So a lot of support on the side of Zeta survivors, but it's working. And now the hunter is changing targets. She's going towards the painter. Painter was able to stun this hunter once again, unable to utilize this warp to get her quick down. However, they do have 2 injuries on the survivors and the coffin on the seer, so that is a good idea to just change targets. Is going to be able to down this first survivor. 1 cipher machine completed, 2nd cipher machine at 96, 3rd cipher machine 63, and a little bit of progress on the 4th cipher machine. They're going to finish that 2nd cipher. Shinami's in the middle, getting ready for the rescue. It's going to be the mercenary with Ty Turner. The cats do latch onto this survivor. He's going to elbow pad away so he doesn't get stunned. And the hunter is gonna keep pressuring this survivor, and it's going to be the painter, so it doesn't really matter when you get that rescue. Is able to have the cats guard the chair, and mercenary slowly making his way towards the chair. After the cats disappear, cats are back up, is going to be able to get the cat latched onto this mercenary. Now he can't really go for that rescue because the hunter is going to stun him, recall the cats, and that's going to stun him again, but is able to get the rescue just in time before he gets stunned again. Now the hunter needs to go back and find this painter, is able to do so. Painter is going towards Shack, where 2 survivors are actually decoding the double cipher machines at Shack, so they need to be able to finish those 2 cipher machines. But you know, as long as the painter can keep kiting, it's not too much of an issue. Cats are not able to land onto the survivor, but the hunter is able to jump closer to the survivor. Going to be waiting around here at this pallet. They're going to do a little loop-de-loop and flywheel, avoiding the hit, able to make it to this next pallet. Going to be looping this pallet next. The cats just disappeared, so he's going to go to that pallet, able to get the pallet stun as well. And it looks like we have 2 cipher machines almost primed up. Hunter's gonna finally jump closer to the survivor. She's finally stunned and will be able to down this painter for the 2nd time. Shinami already, is that Shinami? No, that's Dolisu trying to get another owl ready for this rescue. Unable to hit the seer through that window, will be able to chair the painter for the 2nd time. Cipher machine's primed. It's the end game situation. They're just going to go for this rescue and prepare for endgame. And it looks like Hametu is coming in for the rescue. It's going to be the Embalmer. Doesn't have Ty Turner. Is going to get the stun onto this Embalmer, but that's before she can actually get the injury onto him. Going to get that rescue. Going to get the hit onto the painter right away. Cipher machine's pop. Endgame situation. 4 survivors up and running. She needs to go for this painter because he's dead on chair, and she needs to at least secure that 1-man elimination without the potential of the survivors to... Oh, Seer, the owl assisting the painter, and now he's transitioning to triple pallet here, but the and will be able to get the charge attack and down the painter for the final time. However, warp is up, but by the time she chairs this painter, they will be able to get that exit gate open. Hametu not quite there. Oh, she's dropping the survivor. She's just going to change the teleport and teleport to the last cipher machine, but it's open. She cuts off the mercenary and Hametu. Now she's going towards Hametu. He is the Embalmer, but he has the coffin on the seer, and so he's not going to be able to utilize this 2nd coffin. I believe you're only allowed to use 1 coffin at a time. We'll be trying to buy time for the survivors here. Has a pallet drawn down, going towards the corner. No pallets in this area. He's going to have to loop this area, but the hunter is able to down him. And it looks like she's going to be able to chair this Embalmer. And Kazuneko is back up. The opposite exit gate still not open. Shinami's hanging around between the exit gate and the chair, closer to the exit gate obviously, but it looks like Dolisu and Shinami will be taking the exit. The mercenary just got hit, and the painter is just trying to open up that last exit gate. Teleport isn't up 37 seconds, so they're gonna definitely open up this exit gate and get that 3-man escape for Zeta.
余計の回数は多かったですね、確かに。どんどん使い取りたまるじゃんで、しょうがないタゲチェンにさせる
と思うんですけれども、いかがですか、この遠征に対してっていうのは。
本当にニャンとの1-on-1次第ですね。
一人飛ばすためにっていう。
Round 3, second half, Zeta Hunter going against AXIZ Survivors. It's going to be the Wax Artist on Arms Factory. Hunter heading towards the middle, he will be running into his first survivor, Nyan, who is the Antiquarian. Survivors are locking in, so is the hunter. He's trying to get wax on this survivor from a very far distance, able to get 32% wax so far. Looks like she's going to be going around the outside of the building. Hunter's going to be dropping his first peeper here, trying to block off this window so the survivors can't loop. He's going to go through and meet the survivor on the other side, but stunned right away, disarming this hunter. Now she's trying to make her way back inside with the pallet so she can have some cover behind these walls, but he gets 100% and is able to, she's going to get stunned so that he can't get the hit onto this anti-queer, and she's going to be able to get that vault out of the window. Transition to the pallets here, but is going to be eating a little bit of wax, 52%. Needs to get the hit onto the survivor to get first presence, is finally able to get first presence. Now he has the wax bomb available. He is going to try to catch up to the survivor as Nyan utilizing that hunter hit recovery time to go around the building. Hunter's going to throw down another peeper here, slowing down the survivor even more. Will have to vault this window. He doesn't have confined space, so she can still loop this area, but it's kind of a long distance to go, hiding behind the little wheels here, making it to the pallet, but it looks like flywheel and is able to avoid getting hit once again. 48% wax. The wax is slowly building up. 68%. She needs to do a very good job hiding behind this barrel, but Hunter keeps going back and forth, slowly closing in, and with the wax bomb getting that 100% wax, stunning her, and will be downing her for the first time. 2 cipher machines completed, 3rd cipher machine at 76, and the 4th cipher machine starting up with a little bit of progress. And it looks like Mono P is coming in for the rescue. Mono P is the rescuer play. He always plays, mercenary. I think it was mercenary. First officer, gravekeeper. He's going to pop his pocket watch earlier on so that he can try and avoid the wax. Hunter swings, misses. He's still a little far away. He's going on the backside of the chair, trying to avoid the wax accumulation. Is going to get the rescue right away at full health. And Hunter getting the hit onto Nyan right away. She will be going down. She needs to avoid getting hit because they don't... Oh, he's already at full presence. Never mind. She's going to disarm this Hunter and will be going down here at this corner. They might actually not save because now that he has hot wax, he might be harder to deal with. However, Zeta survivors were able to get that 3-man escape, so AXIZ also needs to get that 3-man escape, meaning they need to at least have... It will be better if they have 4 people available for endgame situation. Choosing wax is it's actually very interesting, because if you think about it, he could possibly get a tie and get the lead in this round if he can just secure Nyan. Oh, it looks like the first officer was able to get that rescue. He is going to be stunning the first officer with that body block. Was able to... Wait a minute. Okay, it looks like... What? I thought, okay, he froze the first officer, but he didn't use hot wax on the first officer, and he went straight for the antiquarian, downing this antiquarian. Oh, they're so close, 91%, so if he just lasted a little longer, that would be a 4-man endgame situation. Now it's looking like a tie situation. Cypher machines pop, all 3 survivors on the opposite side of the map. Otto is around the middle. He has 1 jetpack to utilize. Was Otto ever chased? So he utilized his jetpack to go get to the cipher machines faster. Exit gates being opened up. It's at 70%. Hunter's gonna throw the wax bomb. I think it's gonna land and it's gonna stop the cipher progress. Now he's able to stuff the survivors. We have the fire investigator utilizing his airbag to dash away. Another survivor here at this window, Mono P. Hunter's going to throw down another peeper in this area. Hunter does not have traits up, so he didn't even have teleport, but he was able to make it to the opposite exit gate. Addo is making it to the other exit gate, utilizing his last jetpack to open up that factory exit gate. Oh, okay, the first officer of the dungeon is here, so if he can stay hidden, they can open up that opposite exit gate, but he can't stay hidden because the Hunter has peepers. Will be able to down the survivor with full presence. Exit gate's not open in time, and that's a 2-man elimination for Zeta. They'll finally get the win for round 3. They tied round 1, they tied round 2, and Zeta finally getting the win for round number 3.
部分ですよね。そうですね。ゴールの怖いでしょう、読み合いというかね。
もう何もできないじゃないですか。それこそハント。
レオの思いで。
なるほど。レオの少し難しいと。
そうですね。
いうところですね。
しっかりと今回火災調査やり方をしてくると思うので。
階段待機。
はい。
Zeta Hunter going against AXIZ survivors is going to be Ivy on Leo's memory round 4 first half. Ghost is heading towards the staircase outside of factory. The main body is going in another direction. He's inside of factory, looking for his first target. Mono P in the middle area, the rescuer player. Oh, it looks like he's going to be dropping down, and he's going to be running into Nyan as his first chase is going to be the postman. Got the scare onto this postman, and it did register, so 40% corruption. It's going to be able to infect him and teleport into him right away. 60% corruption, slowly building up. He needs to be careful when he looks back, because the corruption will continue to, trying to get the doggy bite, and is able to get the first hit onto him while trying to drop down this pallet. So if the hunter, does hunter have blink? It does look like blink. If she had blink like right there and then, she could have also blinked right through the pallet. Hunter knows exactly where the survivor is, and that's why she doesn't have to bring peepers, because if the ghost is latched onto the survivor, she can see it. Oh, getting the 100% with that scare, and is able to down Nyan for the first time. Pretty early down, especially considering this is an Ivy, and usually she's a late game strong hunter that hasn't been performing that well during the tournament, but she is able to get this survivor down incredibly quickly, so things are looking pretty good. She's going to be infecting the fire investigator right away. Addo's already ready to come for this rescue. He is the acrobat, and he has Tide Turner. Hunter sending the ghost towards Mono P to try and infect that survivor as well. Going to be recalling this ghost, infecting the acrobat, and acrobat will be taking this hit and getting the rescue before half with Tide Turner. Now the hunter back on Nyan as he transitions outside of the factory, sidesteps the doggy, and the doggy's recall is going to be able to latch onto this hunter. He's going to get the ghost back out, and is he going to be able to infect Nyan? Yes, he can, because the cooldown is now finished. Is he going to be able to get the scare? 63% corruption. Mkmldy doing an incredible job pressuring the survivor and getting very fast downs. Is going to be infecting the survivor now and getting that 100% corruption, downing Nyan for the second time. Nyan has traveled quite a distance, all the way to Backgate. And yeah, it looks like 2 Cypher machines are completed. 3rd Cypher machine at 90. The ghost going back towards factory will be cheering him near the back gate. Ghost is going to try and stop the survivors from decoding this factory. Since the basement isn't here, it's going to be a good Cypher to work on infecting this fire investigator. This fire investigator does not get off that Cypher machine. She just infects him, and he just continues to decode. Will be able to get the rescue onto the Nyan once again. Goes back on the postman, and wow, he's just really doing a very good job aiming his little doggy bites. Is able to slow down this hunter, but the hunter is now catching up and getting that 100% corruption. Will be downing Nyan once again. Returning here, first victim back to the manor. We have 3 Cypher machines completed. Things are starting to get very scary once she has eliminated that 1 survivor. Now the pressure is going to be on the survivors. There's going to be much more pressure on the survivors because 4 Cypher machines completed. There's 3 survivors left. 2 of them are injured. 1 survivor at full health. We have the the airbag already out, so that as soon as the hunter infects, he's hiding inside of the airbag. I didn't know that was possible. Is that a bug? Am I seeing this correctly? Okay, it looks like Mono P is going to be where the ghost is heading. The main gate, the main body is going inside factory. And the ghost will be able to infect this gravekeeper. Hunter's going to recall the ghost, guard the factory Cypher machine, and the main body is heading towards Tuna. Tuna's the only survivor with full health, so that's going to force the survivors to heal up if she does get that hit onto the fire investigator. Hunter's going to be teleporting to the grave Cypher machine, but he's already transitioned away. Tuna coming back to the factory Cypher. Hunter's going to be infecting him right away, recalling the ghost and keeping tabs on the gravekeeper Cypher machine near the corner of Backgate. She's going to be teleporting inside a factory. Looks like fire investigators are already left. Now she's going to get something that goes towards Addo. So all 3 Cypher machines she's going back and forth between, but they're quite far away, so it is a little challenging for the hunter. We'll be going after the acrobat. Blink down. And the hunter has insolence in detention, so no trait swap will be able to chair this survivor. Oh, the basement is in shack. I think she's gonna make it. He's struggling, but she's just too close. She's gonna be dropping down. And now the ghost going back and forth is able to chair his survivor on the chair. Ghost now going towards the gravekeeper. The cipher machine with the most progress is at 63%. Recalling the ghost will be infecting Addo and going to be infecting whichever survivor comes in for this rescue. So the tides have turned. With that one basement chair, the Ivy has a huge upper hand because it's going to be very hard to rescue. We can see as a gravekeeper, he can get the rescues inside of basement incredibly well, but if she hits him out of his shovel form, that's a different story. So he's doing a very good job staying out of the hunter. Oh, he needs to quickly, oh no, he's just going to utilize his speed uproot, what is it? Getting out of his shovel instead of dropping down to the basement. Baiting the drop down hit is going to be able to get the normal hit onto the gravekeeper and get the rescue. Cipher machines popped. When did they pop? Okay, well, it looks like Hunter is able to get the immediate down on Addo. Gravekeeper back inside of his shovel. The Hunter once more. It's looking like he's going to keep tabs on the gravekeeper with the ghost. Oh, he's not even gonna. She's not gonna. Oh, she's gonna down this gravekeeper. She's gonna. Oh, wow. Okay, the ghost is gonna go. Oh, she's gonna. Okay, teleport to the acrobat, gonna finish up, clean up the area, return the acrobat to the manor, go right back to the gravekeeper. Ghost is going towards Tuna. Main body needs to start making his way towards the gravekeeper. Yep. Exit gate is not open. It's at 61%, going to be infecting the fire investigator, picking up this gravekeeper, chair this gravekeeper, and then quickly teleport to the fire investigator. Oh, she's just gonna drop him. Oh no, she's gonna pick him back up. She was debating whether she was gonna teleport right away or get that 3-man elimination. I think she's satisfied with that 3-man elimination, and that's a 1-man escape on the side of AXIZ Wave. AXIZ Hunter going against Zeta Survivors is going to be Ivy on Leo's memory. So for the side of AXIZ Hunter, he needs to get a 3-man or more in order for AXIZ Wave to continue. Anything less is a win for Zeta because of the round wins. So he has to either tie round number round 4, or he has to win round number 4 because they are 1 point down. They have lost 1 round. So it looks like his first chase is going to be Dolisu. Dolisu taking the first chase quite often, we've been seeing. It looks like she's going to be infecting the Antiquarian, but going to be doing the red light trick, trying to catch Dolisu off guard. But Dolisu's already made his way towards the wall, being patient, waiting for the main body to catch up before transitioning away. He's going to go to the double pallets here because the Hunter is going all the way around. Is able to throw down these 2 pallets. Has 59% corruption. Needs to be very careful when looking back. Does look like he did look back at the Hunter a couple of times and is able to get the first hit onto this survivor, who is the... Oh, it's the Composer. And he's going to have his tuning fork ready in about 1 second. He's going to utilize that to transition away, possibly. Oh, looks like she's going to be infecting, and oh, he got the flywheel to get rid of that corruption. It was at 99%, and I was like, oh, it looks like he's going to take a hit here. No, he's not, because he has flywheel. And it looks like he's going to be kiting towards the Antiquarian, trying to get a little bit of assistance. And if he's not going to get assistance, he's going to get a lot of distance because the Hunter's going to try to avoid getting too close to this Antiquarian. He's circling back to the Antiquarian. She flips, she hits, she misses. She's going to push the Hunter back away, but not able to stun her. He's able to finally stun her against this tree and the container, buying more time for Dolisu to transition. Now he's going towards the stairs outside of the factory, making his way towards middle, where he will be running into Shinami next, I believe. Hunter's going to be reinfecting the Antiquarian while the main body catches up to this Composer. Shinami will be leaving this area as it looks like he's going to be blinked and downed. We have 2 cipher machines completed. The 3rd cipher machine at 84. Cipher progress looking extremely good. Being able to complete 2 Cypher Machines and have the 3rd Cypher Machine at 87 while the Anti-Query also harass is a lot of Cypher progress. And it looks like the Gravekeeper is already coming in for the rescue. Hunter's going to be infecting the Aeroplanist next, trying to slow that Cypher progress. Recalling the Ghost wants to make sure she downs this Composer as quickly as possible. 3rd Cypher Machine completed, 4th Cypher Machine 64. Trying to get that scare onto Shinami Dolisu. He was able to make it to this pallet. Will be able to get that pallet stun and transition away. The Ghost is being recalled here. She needs some extra support to down the Survivor. However, the cooldown isn't quite gone, so she can't infect him quite yet. As soon as that cooldown is gone, she's going to infect him, get the 100% corruption, but it looks like she was too busy breaking that pallet, but it's okay because he didn't have anywhere else to go. We'll be taking the down for the 2nd time. 4th Cypher Machine completed, the last Cypher Machine at 40%. We have 1/4 of an Antiquarian Flute that can come in to help harass. We also have the Airplanist that could possibly come in for the rescue because he does have Tide Turner. Hunter is now going towards Hametu, who is finishing up that last Cypher Machine. They have an extra Cypher Machine at 14, which is something you have to do to counter Ivy because she can camp Cypher Machines incredibly well. Recalling the Ghost here, it looks like the Airplanes will get the rescue with Tide Turner, so even if he takes that hit, he will be able to last a little longer. Airplanist is body blocking, keeping the main body away. Utilizing his tuning fork, he's able to make it to the double pallets here next to the container. Now he's making his way inside a factory. 96%, it looks like it's the endgame situation. 4 survivors up and running. Axis Wave Hunter needs to get a 3-man elimination. It's endgame. Cypher Machines popped. She has detention. Now she's trying to get the down, trying to secure the first down onto the first survivor. Is able to down Dolisu for the 3rd and final time, but the exit gate is being opened up. Both exit gates are being opened up. Hunter is now ballooning and bringing him to the chair. The dungeon is also in this area where Dolisu was trying to stay alive, but it looks like the Hunter is going to recall the Ghost. Send the Ghost towards Moon Gate. Hunter is going to be teleporting to Main Gate. And Moon Gate exit gate's opening up. They just need a 2-man escape, and that's a win for Zeta. So it looks like she's going to be infecting another survivor. KZNK is feeding tinnitus to the Hunter here. Hunter is going to utilize Peepers. Interesting. Going to be teleporting to Moon Gate, where the Gravekeeper just left with his shovel. Try to get the back door open by the Antiquarian. Hunter now concentrating back onto this Antiquarian. She's going to utilize her flute for faster movement speed. Hunter back onto the, let's see, she's still at Moon Gate. The Ghost is at Main Gate. Detention is still up, so they're going to have to slow down this pace. Survivors can take it slow because all of them are at full health, so the Hunter actually has a lot of pressure because she needs to down the survivor quickly while she still has detention, because after detention runs out, they're going to start tanking hits and just opening up that Cypher Machine. Now the Hunter is back on Shinami. He still has a whole shovel left to utilize, so he's the only survivor that's going to actually approach the gate. Shinami and probably the Airplanist because he still has a jetpack. So many items left on the side of the survivors. Hametu trying to get that exit gate open a little faster. The Ghost at Christmas Tree. Hunter's going to throw down another Peeper, trying to manage the Cypher, the exit gates. Going to be breaking this pallet here. Shinami going to be going into his shovel form, making his way to the pallet so we can throw that down, keep a nice safe distance, have some object in between him and the Hunter. She's going to be teleporting to the Antiquarian. Antiquarian able to get the stun onto this Hunter. Hunter doesn't even have full presence. Oh my goodness. Okay, he's going to finally get the hit onto the Antiquarian, but detention is over. KZ and Key is opening up that exit gate. The exit gate's open. All survivors are going to start running to that exit gate. Hunter is going to be teleporting right to Shinami. He's going to take a hit and just leave the exit gate. Are they going to push the Moon Gate? Oh no, he needs to crawl out. I think he can crawl out. He can definitely crawl out. Okay. He's going to be able to crawl out, and one survivor is going to stay behind pressure Moon Gate. The other survivor is going to run for the Main Gate. Hunter is going to be infecting the Antiquarian. The shovel, inside of his shovel is the... Oh, she's going to change targets to Antiquarian. That's a 2-man escape. And that's a win for Zeta. Oh. And so yeah, congratulations.
ますが、どうでしょうね、MVP。
難しすぎますよね。
はい、今回ゼータディビジョンとなりました。
はい。
改めておめでとうございます。
おめでとうございます。
はい。
で、
はい。
前半戦の3釣り本当に強力でした。
そうですね。
はい
お見事でした。
AWG もどういうハンターの採用してくるかもちょっと読みづらくは
にも見えますし、
はいはい。
あそこまでハンターの使用率とかいろいろつつラストマッチにもなります。リジェクト VS アルネビス WOG ホームはリジェクト
さらに上行く作戦がなんか出てきそうな気がしてならないです。
ただ永民町月の川公園に番を割いているとこれ
あれが布石とかではなくもうこれがデフォルトになります。
柵にいるという形にはなっています。今回呪術師が船上になりました。左上と
RC Hunter going against AWG. It's Aka with his nightmare once again on Lakeside Village. He's heading to Nameko at Big Boat as his first target. We can see he has 10 MS for the tournament. Just an interesting fact. We're going to see the players, their characters moving up close on Aka. He's going to be dropping down on that ramp, and he's going to try to get the mark onto this Enchantress first, and he's going to be able to get the fright. Is it the fright mark? Or is that something else? He's going to be able to get that jump and hit on her immediately. Look at that Cypher progress. But it's only the first hit. She can definitely take the rebound kite. She has one stun to utilize, and the crow is on this survivor, but no! She will not get a stun. She will be going down immediately and charged right away near Enko's Cypher machine as well. So he's forced away from that Cypher machine, a very early down. I mean, look at the Cypher progress. It's at 30-40%. Now they have to start a new Cypher. So this person transitions out. That means that less progress. We see AXIZ coming in for the rescue. He's inside of his shovel. Aka just slaying with his nightmare performance. Early down every single time. He's going to utilize a jump, force him out of his shovel. He's going to get the rescue before half with Tide Turner. 2 crows, 1 on the Gravekeeper, 1 on the Enchantress, trying to get the mark onto the Enchantress. The obstacles in this area are too short, so he's going to be able to get that mark no matter what. She's transitioning away. They're not going to have to nerf Nightmare just because of Aka though, right? Like, she's going to be able to jump. She flywheels, make it to the triple pallets here. Hunter's going to utilize Warp. She's going to get a mini stun, but it's going to be able to down him right away. I mean, she was able to rebound kite. She went past Tide Turner, but still not enough Cypher progress, and this is her second chair. He's going to chair her near shore. The Gravekeeper has left this area. He's at Big Boat, but Toru will be coming in for the rescue next. This is a big map, so survivors, they want to transition at least the least possible. They want to try to keep that at a minimum. But now Hunter continuously forces them to come for this rescue because it's extremely early down. They're traveling across the map, not getting a lot of Cypher progress, and yeah, it looks like the next survivor coming for the rescue is going to be the Terror Shock on the Puppeteer! Oh my goodness. 75% damage, however, it is a Puppeteer. It wasn't his puppet form, so he's able to get that rescue and tank that 75% damage. But Puppeteer can't heal unless he's healing someone else. So, I mean, Gravekeeper's injured. He could just go to Gravekeeper and get himself healed. Hunter now back on the Enchantress. Tide Turner has run out. He's going to be teleporting to the Crow on this Enchantress. She still has the mark on her. A little bit of mind games here. Assistance of the... Oh, getting the Terror Shock on that pallet vault. Magician trying to buy a little more time for this Enchantress, but it ends up just being a waste of time, and now he just doesn't have more decoding progress. First survivor already sent to the manor, 2 survivors injured. Magician at full health. He could go for anyone. He could go for Magician and just injure this last remaining survivor, forcing these 2 survivors to heal each other up, and that's going to be slowing the decoding progress. We see that the 2 survivors are healing up in the corner next to the exit gate. It looks like the Hunter knows exactly where these survivors are. He's gonna get the mark onto it. No, wasn't quite able to get that mark. Now he'll be able to get the mark and hit the Gravekeeper right out of his shovel. Game-changing move for Aka. Wow. Okay, and then now it looks like he's going to be utilizing his warp once again just to get around these pallets. He's going to get that pallet vault. Hunter's going to go... Okay, he's going to go back into his shovel. Hunter's going to try to hit him out of the shovel, but he's just... Oh, he's just going to teleport to the Puppeteer, who can just go down. He can't utilize his puppet. He's down. Another survivor down. The closest survivor to the puppeteer is his gravekeeper, but he's at half health. He can't get this rescue, forcing Enko to travel across the entire map. Big brain gameplay on Aka here. He is absolutely destroying the survivors. That's why he goes Nightmare first round. Wow. Okay, we can see the dungeon is next to Big Rock. Hunter sees AEZ, able to get the mark onto the survivor. He's going to go right into his shovel, trying to get the Hunter to leave the chair, but it looks like Hunter sees Mko coming in for the rescue. Going to take that hit and get that rescue. No tide turner. We're going to get the immediate down onto the... Oh, he didn't go into his puppet form. He didn't have tide turner though. I just guess Aka was just too fast. Still, third Cypher Machine not finishing up. Now the Hunter looking for his next target. Nobody can come for this rescue. They're too far apart to heal. It looks like Magician's gonna have to go through some of the chest box, pray for a syringe. Okay, they're gonna push that 90% Cypher Machine. They're gonna finish up the third Cypher Machine. Baruto is gonna return back to the manor because they're not gonna have the time to heal up. And yeah, Hunter now looking for Mko. He still has 2 illusions, so he can buy a lot of time. Gravekeeper needs to finish at 73% Cypher Machine. Mko able to get that vault, unable to get the mark, but these are straight lines. Oh, he was able to get the mark. Okay, never mind. He's going to be able to throw on this pallet and transition to the next pallet here in triple walls. Hunter's just going to take that window vault and break this pallet. Is able to get out. Need to use his magician illusion right now. Hunter jumps and gets the illusion, staying alive for a little bit longer. He's gonna place the... No, he's not able to place the mark. He's gonna place the mark now. He's jumping towards him. He's out in the open. He flywheels and he uses illusion. Is able to make it to this window. 4th Cypher Machine completed. Last Cypher Machine at 35. Still a lot of time for this nightmare. I mean, he's just gonna utilize the crows, go back and forth. He's able to make it to the window, but oh, he gets it down with the wonderful utilization of the warps. Every single warp that Arca has used had been itty bitty warps, like just to get past the window vault, just to get past the pallets, and they were extremely effective. Why? He doesn't need to use the warp to go travel long distances because he has the crow. So what's the warp gonna do? It's just gonna counter the little areas that survivors like to loot around pallets, around windows. He's just gonna get rid of that obstacle for the Hunter. Now he needs to look for the Gravekeeper. RC coming in strong. I gotta say, Aka is one of those hunters that is very good at the meta, and then he has his own like specific hunter characters that are kind of out of the meta, but he's very good at. Like, he used to be very good at Mad Eyes, and he was, yeah, a Mad Eyes player. Now he's bringing the Nightmare into the competition, and now survivors have to find a way to counter this Nightmare. Yep, and it looks like he's going to be checking the shore area. AEZ is nowhere close to that. He's towards front gate, is that shore gate? And oh, we're gonna get the crows onto AEZ since he wasn't able to touch one of the Cypher Machines. Now the Hunter's going through the slugging method. Hasn't primed any of the Cypher Machines. He's going to the corner. Hunter's gonna throw a crow towards the survivor. He's gonna be able to avoid it just going around that Cypher. Is able to get the mark onto him. Gonna jump straight. He's inside of his shovel form. Hit out of his shovel. He's making it to the window during the Hunter hit recovery stage, but he doesn't have much to work with here. He's now out at the open. Hunter's gonna utilize jump. He's gonna be able to hide behind the wooden box, but is able to down this survivor. Now he needs to go back to Mko. Chair this survivor, possibly. It doesn't look like Mko plans on healing anytime soon. He's going to try and get up when he's about to expire, almost expired, so then they can go for that end game dungeon clutch play move that hasn't really worked out for most teams. It's like a, let's say, like a 3% chance of success. I think it was GG that was able to actually succeed with that move. Hunter needs to now look for Mko. Mko has traveled quite a distance away from his original area that he was downed, all the way in cornfields. Is he going to be able to secure this 4-man elimination? Most likely yes, because he has warp back up, he has the mobility. He might be forced to chair the Gravekeeper if Mko almost bleeds out. If he chairs the Gravekeeper, that means Mko has to utilize self-heal and just get back up, because he's not going to be able to do the bleed out method for the survivors. Not able to find Mko at all. I mean, he does have a lot of time. Yeah, he needs to go and chair AZ soon. Hunter knows where he downed AZ, so he's gonna throw a crow towards that survivor, checking all the corners, all the bushes, and it looks like he's able to find him here next to the windmill. He's gonna chair the Gravekeeper. Yeah, he's probably gonna chair this Gravekeeper. No, yeah, oh no, no, he's not gonna chair this Gravekeeper. Okay, Mko has gone up. He forced Mko to get up. He's gonna allow the Gravekeeper to struggle free. That's what it's looking like at the moment. AZ's not even struggling. Okay, AZ able to struggle free. Mko has gotten up. He can chair. No, he needs to go for Mko. Down Mko once again, because he utilized self-heal, but he's going to be able to down this Gravekeeper. What is he going to do? I think he was chair wouldn't be such a bad option. Mko, he's in the basement and he's looking for a syringe. He's going to utilize warp to warp towards shore gate. Survivor is nowhere close. Mko has gotten a rugby ball from that chest at basement shack. Hunter going towards the Gravekeeper once again, unable to locate this one survivor. I mean, it is a big map. Usually big maps help hunters, but in this case where you're playing hide and seek with the hunter and you're not getting tinnitus, it's going to be very hard for the hunter to look for this one survivor. Oh, Mko is now working on the shore cipher machine, or he's just touching it so that he doesn't get crows. We've seen the Gravekeeper get crows, so yeah, not the most idealistic situation. Yeah, he's gonna chair this Gravekeeper, because if he downs Mko and he bleeds out, that's not gonna work for him. Oh, is able to finally locate the Magician. Magician gonna utilize his football to avoid getting hit. He's gonna go up the stairs, but the mark is on and the Hunter's gonna jump. He flywheels, is able to make the window vault. Hunter's gonna drop down right behind. The mark is still available, being a little patient here at this one area. Hunter's gonna get he's gonna get the pallet stun on this. Hunter's buying him a little more time, but he needs to survive until this Gravekeeper expires, and he's not expiring anytime soon. Oh, he's going to be able to get the down onto Mko, securing his 4-man elimination against AWG. Amazing job.
なりました。フラバルも足の羊も使わずという第1ラウンドです。ね、取ったってことはもう人格左上まで取っててもおかしくないですよね。
AWG Hunter going against RC Survivors. It's going to be Opera Singer on Lakeside Village. She's making her way towards Big Boat, which is an area that survivors tend to go for the first kite, because the hunter is forced out of her shadow form when she has to go up that ramp. So they loop this area, so they continuously force the hunter out of her shadow form and try to slow her down the most they can. It looks like the first chase is going to be on Rioli, who is the Magician. Has one of the illusions here at this pallet, and he's already transitioned all the way out. He's going towards the middle of the cipher machine. Hunter's going to catch up real soon. He's going to utilize his illusion once again for that speed boost. Is able to make it to this next pallet. He has one more pallet in this area to work with if he's going to be... Oh, it looks like they're going to play the mind games, and he's just going to go to this mini shack area. It's going to be... Oh, taking the hit here. He wasn't able to get the pallet stun. So, looks like he's out of items, and he's at half health. He's going to be going down real soon. If he doesn't make it to the pallets, he's going to have to spam pallets here. Don't want to play too many mind games, because that will be very dangerous for him. Hunter going to go back to the remnant, but it's pretty far from this pallet, so he's going to be able to get that vault, and he's going to be transitioning away, but flywheels to that pallet, just staying alive at this one pallet, because the Hunter's leaving too many remnants at the pallets right next to it, so he's kind of cautious to get there. He's going to be able to get that vault, winning the mind games. Hunter did not return to that remnant. And oh my goodness, staying alive here even longer. Hunter is forced to break this pallet. She's gonna go back to her remnant and finally down the survivor at this broken shack area at shore. 2 Cypher machines completed. If we compare this to the first half of the match, so much Cypher progress. So it looks like they're working on that 3rd Cypher machine, 76. They're on that 4th Cypher machine. We have 2 survivors coming in for the save. It's Soba and City. Hunter is going to be concentrating on the 1st officer, returning to the remnant, trying to get an early hit onto the survivor, but unable to do so. Good with the mind games on this 1st officer. City is making his way to the chair, taking a hit here and getting the rescue before half with Tide Turner. Survivors are going to go in opposite direction so that they don't get a double down situation. Raoli is now transitioning towards shack area, is able to make this pallet vault, and not pallet vault, window vault. Hunter is going to leave a lot of remnants in this area. He's going to take that vault and try to make his way towards the pallet, but isn't able to do so because the Hunter was just faster. Will be going down here outside of the shack area. Hunter will be chairing him in the area between shack and shore, this little area that can be a little tricky to save against, but seeing the survivors, I mean, it looks like Soba's coming in for the rescue. It's going to be the flywheel trying to get to that chair faster and at full health, so things are looking pretty good for the side of the survivors. On the side of RC, if they want to win this round, wonderful pallet stun for RC. They just need a 1-man escape and they can get the win for round 1, and that would really work in favor of these survivors, obviously, if they get the win, but that's besides the point. We can see the last 2 Cypher machines, 76 and 67%. Is able to down this Magician. Magician buying so much time with that rebound kite, even though he was rescued without Tide Turner. Will be returning to the manor. Last 2 Cypher machines at 80%. Hunter is going to teleport to Big Boat. Cypher is going to be running into RC City, utilizing his last pocket watch. He's the only survivor that's at half health. They're pushing that 4th Cypher machine. It's completed. They have an additional Cypher machine at 54, so they don't have to push this Big Boat Cypher machine, which allows the survivors not to have to transition to run all over to that Cypher. It's going to be the shore Cypher machine with 69%. Now the Hunter is on Soba instead. Is going to be able to get that hit, but it is in his puppet form, so he's still only at 25% injury. Hunter's going to go back and forth between these 2 Cypher machines. Is now trying to work on that Big Boat Cypher machine. Wasn't able to make it to the 2nd floor, but is feeding the Hunter tinnitus. Hunter can't find the survivor. She sees the shore Cypher machine moving. She's going to go back to Soba, but Soba goes into his puppet form, so the Hunter's going back to the Big Boat because he doesn't want this Cypher machine to be primed. Unpi just feeding tinnitus will finally be running into this Enchantress. First time seeing Unpi this entire match. Cypher machine's primed, it's endgame situation, 99%. They're just waiting for the perfect moment. Wants to eat a hit here, gets the pallet stun instead. And she's gonna transition away. They should pop. Looks like they're gonna wait till she gets hit so that she could get 1 stack, because she has 2 stacks actually. Cypher machines have now been popped. City's going to the cornfield exit gate. We have Enchantress, a shore exit gate, and let's see if City is going to. Soba. Soba was at shore, popped that Cypher machine. Now the Hunter is on this Enchantress. That pallet there was broken. She's gonna keep looping this area. A lot of remnants, but not in the area that the Hunter wants. Is able to get the stun onto. She got a triple stun. That's a long stun. The dungeon is here. Oh my goodness. But the survivors aren't quite there yet, so it looks like it's a 2-man escape for RC Soba, getting the win for round 1.
逃げ方もできていましたし、
そうですね。あっちに瞬間移動するだけの時間ができるよねとか、中間待機下がって、さあこちら第2ラウンドのマップはエイミング。投稿開始に火災調査員になりましたね。一昔前にこれ見たら意味がわからないですもんね。となりました。
Round 2 first half, Aka starting out first once again. He will be going against AWG survivors. It's going to be Ivy on Arms Factory. She's sending the ghost towards water tank, sandbag area. That is also a water tank, but the other area is actually called water tank, I believe. She's going to recall the ghost, send it into the factory. No survivors in the vicinity. Looks like they've already left. Hunter's unaware of this. No tinnitus being triggered. Now she's going to be transitioning away. And now the ghost is going towards the water tank. Main body going towards, I think it was factory. And it looks like Hunter will be running into Mko first, infecting the fire investigator. The Hunter is main body's kind of stuck in a wall there. She's still at middle. The ghost is going towards Barotu, looking like it's going to be the first survivor chase. The meteorologist is able to get the scare. Corruption increasing 63%. She's getting ready to utilize her bottle. Has a wind ready in case the Hunter approaches her. It looks like she's going to take the vault here, close the distance. Ghost still latched onto her, showing her the outline of the survivor. Getting the 100% corruption. Hunter's going to get a scare and get a hit right after. 46% corruption still latched onto this meteorologist. Now she's transitioning away. There are the areas of corruption, the ostracons, so gonna transition back to factory because there aren't any survivors decoding. There is going to be infecting the fire investigator once again. Main body going towards the factory. The ghost now going towards corner walls. Oh, Blinken downing this survivor. We did not expect that. Okay, another early down for Aka. Not as early as when he was playing Nightmare, but still a pretty early down. We can see Cypher progress. The pressure was pretty good. He was able to keep re-infecting the middle Cypher. Namiko is coming in for the rescue. The ghost is going to check the area. Looks like Namiko is going to be slowly approaching this chair. It is the coordinator. The main body is hiding behind this tree in case she decides to shoot, and he just utilized blink, so now the survivors know they don't. She doesn't have excitement. Is going to be able to get that rescue, get the hit onto the coordinator. She's gonna flywheel so she didn't get 100% corruption and get the stun onto this Hunter. The ghost, however, still latched on close by to Barotu. There's no. You're right, she'll be able to infect her because there's no cooldown. Is able to down her immediately. So much effort put into rescue this meteorologist and get that possible rebound kite, but is downed as soon as she gets infected, getting that corruption right away. Wonderful job on the side of this Ivy, and we'll be able to cheer for the second time. Namiko now does not have any items and is at half health. Are these survivors gonna come in for this rescue once again? Namiko is still on cooldown, so she can't infect that middle Cypher machine. She's going to be infecting the survivor coming in for the rescue, and it's going to be AEZ. As the first officer is going to utilize his pocket watch to make it closer to the chair so that he can get that rescue. And oh my goodness, a terror shock! Oh my goodness. This is very good for the side of this Hunter because now she gets to chair this new survivor without having to chase him. But this is Ivy. Late game, she's very scary and she's already downed her third survivor. And now she's going to be teleporting to Namiko, is able to down this coordinator. Oh my gosh. She should just chair this coordinator at this spot, and it looks like Mko is around the middle. She's going to be picking up this coordinator because she can chair this coordinator, and then she can just infect Namiko, but it doesn't look like she has enough time. She's going to infect AEZ, who's already on this chair, and since she was holding the coordinator, she'll have to take longer to self-heal. Trying to body block here to get the save after half. She's baiting him a lot, trying to get that. Oh, okay, is able to get the normal hit onto the fire investigator. He was very patient. He was not going to allow this Hunter to get the terror shock again. Once was enough on that first officer. Looks like the ghost is going to stay on Mko. Oh, Namiko has finally been able to heal up, but she had to utilize self-heal, so now things are looking great. She can just leave Namiko on the ground and go for her next survivor. I mean, she may just choose to chair her because, you know, why not? She has a lot of time. I mean, look at the Cypher progress. You're going against an Ivy, and you have to open up multiple last Cypher machines, but they're not even finished with 2 Cypher machines, so now she's just going to go back and forth. And, oh my goodness, Blink Down is able to down this AEZ. Yeah, she's not going to chair this coordinator. She's going to leave the coordinator for endgame situation. She doesn't have to slug this survivor. Usually you have to go back and forth and slug, but she doesn't need to do that because coordinator doesn't have self-heal. Is going to be able to chair this first officer again. He's going to try to hide it between the fire investigator's airbag. Hunter's just going to be getting rid of this airbag. He has 100% corruption, is able to down this fire investigator, and that's another 4-man elimination for RC Aka.
じゃあ少しだけ早ければ伸縮度40たまりはするものの4釣りの筋というのを見つけづらかった、まああまり
AWG Hunter going against RC Survivors is going to be Dream Witch on Arms Factory. AWG Hunter needs to get a 4-man elimination. Is Dream Witch his best chance in getting that 4-man elimination? We'll just have to wait and see, but if he can't get that 4-man elimination, RC wins round 2 as well, so they're going to be in the lead by 2 points, 2 rounds, and that's huge, especially in the best of 5. And it looks like his first chase is going to be Soba, the coordinator. Was able to throw down this pallet, and he's sandwiched between these two followers, is able to get that leech hit, so now she's at half health, still has that stun gun to utilize, and the cooldown for the leeches on this hunter is able to throw down this pallet. She has a pretty good area here to work with inside of the factory. Hunter's gonna get rid of this pallet so she can't keep looping this area. Very strong area for Survivor. She's gonna go back outside and go towards this area with lots of pallets so that she can kite for a little bit longer, just waiting till he can be leeched once again. We have Patroller will be ready. Patroller's already ready, but the Hunter's waiting to re-leech the Survivor before utilizing that Patroller. So yeah, just this is going to be, she's buying so much time. Okay, Hunter is now going to utilize Patroller now that she's out in the open. The main body's follower is trying to get the hit on him. She did get that window vault and is going to utilize the stun. Oh my goodness, this prolongs her kite so much more. The Patroller bite is going to leave pretty soon. She's making it to the pallet. Patroller is now gone. Now she can finally re-leech the Survivor, but oh my goodness, she just bought so much time. She's waiting around here at this pallet. The Survivor has now been sandwiched and will be going down to her leech once again. Now the Hunter has to re-leech this one coordinator. 3 Cypher Machines completed. But, I mean, the Dream Witch is strong late game, but this is a very good kite. 3 Cypher Machines are completed, which means they're already setting up the last 2 Cypher Machines. They're going to come in for the rescue. Remaining 2 Survivors are decoding, and it looks like RC is going to be coming in for the rescue. He is going to be in his shovel form, and he's just going to buy more time for his Survivors. 4th Cypher Machine already at 60%, and 2 Cypher Machines are being worked on around 10%, 20%. Is going to be taking that hit out of his shovel form, still at full health, and he's made it to the chair. He's going to take the normal hit, get the save before half with Tight Turner. Now the Hunter is back on trying to down this coordinator as quickly as possible. Going to blink and going to be able to get the hit onto this coordinator. Swapping traits to blink now. Can't utilize trump card anymore. That one switch is all you get. Hunter now wants to look for more. She's going for City and will be leeching the Gravekeeper, but he does have a leech remover, so he can just go ahead and remove this leech while the Hunter is trying to chair, not City, Soba. Is going to be able to finally pick up Sova and bring her to the chair for the 2nd time, but last Cypher Machine at 70%. Only the 2nd chair for the coordinator. Oh, this is looking so dangerous for the side of this AWG Hunter. It's a 4-man elimination is going to be so challenging. Hunter is bringing Soba to the last Cypher Machine, so the Survivors are pushing that last Cypher Machine. It's at 93%. I think they're going to get it. I think they're going to get it. Oh, Hunter wants to take her to basement. Cypher Machine's primed. They just need 1-man escape though. They could just not even go for this rescue, but the airplane is already in basement. Oh my goodness. And he's gonna take the hit with Tight Turner. We're gonna have the fire investigators gonna take a hit and pop, or just pop right now, I guess. Yeah, why not? She's out of the basement. 4-man endgame. Cypher Machines finished. Exit gates being opened up at 47%. Hunter doesn't have enough leeches around the map. Now she has one of the followers. I think that was, what character was that? I'm not even sure. Soba is now opening the opposite exit gate. The dungeon is in the middle. at shack area. Oh my goodness, it's opening. It's open. It's open. 90, 100. It's open. Soba's leaving. Oh, flywheels. Fire investigator trying to get the hit off of that airbag. He's gonna flywheel. Oh my goodness, another survivor escapes. The opposite exit gate is open. 4-man endgame escape? It's looking like a 4-man escape. City escape. Umpi is at the middle where the dungeon was. Hunter is just gonna surrender. excellent performance, RC.
良くなってきたという証拠でしたね。
見える。特にこの月の川公園では難しい。
なるほど。はい。
曲芸師も距離チェイスされるとかなり苦しいですからね。
気象学者となりましたね。はい。ユカキナハリンはこのメリーゴーランドのフライホイーラー3つあります。
AWG Hunter going first this time, trying to change the pace of this game because RC is on fire. It's going to be the wheel on Moonlit River Park. He's gonna have to perform some kind of miracle here because they're down 2 rounds, and now it looks like the wheel is gonna have to get the win for them in round 3. It is the best of 5, so it's not over yet, but they need to at least tie or win this 3rd round. If they don't tie or win, it's a win for RC, and that's just a best of 5 ends in 3 rounds. That's crazy. Unable to find the first survivor. Now he's gonna go to 2nd story. Soba is currently working on that cipher machine. It looks like the acrobat will be taking this kite. A very tight areas, very hard for the wheel to maneuver around. Isn't even able to get the first spike on this survivor, but he does have insolence, so if he can just get 1 hit, he will have the extended spikes, which is what he's trying to do. But the mud ball allows the acrobat to get away. Is going to be able to get this first spike here. Acrobat hiding in the entrance little corner there, wasn't able to escape the hunter. Is able to get the 2nd spike here. He's going to get out of his form, but still no first present. Utilizes bomb to get out of this corner. Transition to the pallets, but he needs to be careful when he throws on his pallet because Hunter is going to be placing his traps. Flywheels to avoid the trap and make it to double. Oh my goodness, wonderful. Blink is able to down the survivor for the first time. However, a lot of progress on all 4 cipher machines. Not a lot on the 4th one, but evenly spread out, so not looking too bad in the cipher progress. City's already in the vicinity. He has one in order, but he's just going to wait up here on this slide because it's very hard to go up. He's just going to slide right down and slowly make his way towards the chair. Extended spikes is out though because now he has first presence. Is going to be able to make it to this chair and get that rescue before half with Ty Turner. Is able to avoid getting extra hits, so City still at full health. That allows City to rescue again, and that's huge for the side of the survivors because this is a big map, and having to, if both survivors are injured on one side of the map, and just transitioning just takes too much time and they can't get that rescue. But now the fact that City is at full health is going to help them quite a lot. Hunter trying to get another spike onto Soba, is able to land 1 spike, and he's going to utilize his bomb to avoid the trap once again. We have Rioli going to assist with the wind, is going to be able to push him against this tree, coconut tree, and the spike misses. He has to go back into his wheel form. Isn't able to get any spikes onto Rioli. Soba's going onto the roller coaster. Is he gonna ride the roller coaster? He's gonna get a spike onto Soba. Soba is getting off on the roller coaster. Did they press 2nd stop? Is the hunter gonna go straight for Soba? Is buying so much time. RC survivors, hunters, they're all on fire. It is gonna get the stop on 2nd stop. Gonna utilize the bomb to get off the wonderful snap. Is able to down Soba for the 2nd time. 3 cipher machines are completed. Last 2 cipher machines with significant progress. Only the 2nd chair for Soba. Wow. This is crazy. And it looks like Umpi is going to be the survivor with 1 in order, going back into his wheel form, and will be getting some spikes onto Rioli. Rioli does not care because he's not the intent to target. The hunter wants to get the spikes onto the survivor that's going for the rescue, which is the Enchantress. But Hunter is going to go for Rioli suddenly. Was able to get the out of the wheel form, but was it Rioli? Now I'm getting confused. Yeah, Rioli was able to flywheel to avoid the snap. Hunter getting double spike onto the meteorologist. Hunter is just changing targets at this point, but he shouldn't really change targets because now the acrobat's out of bombs and he's going after. Okay, now Rioli doesn't have any items left, but the last cipher machine is here, so it looks like he's deciding to concentrate on pressuring this last cipher machine. Umpi is unable to get a spike. Oh, wonderful dodge there, a little back and forth. Is able to get the dodge onto this Enchantress. Rioli is now pressuring this cipher machine, so now Hunter has to go back onto the meteorologist. She already has spikes, he just needed to get the snap onto Rioli, but isn't able to do so. Will be breaking this pallet, getting out of his form. Is able to finally get the what? He needs to go up the stairs. Oh my goodness, he misses. He wasn't able to go up the stairs. Now the sub 3 spikes on Rioli, but she's up and she's escaping. Oh my goodness, Hunter now going for Umpi next. 4 survivors up and running, all at full health. They're starting a new Cypher machine at the opposite side of the map, which is probably a good idea because the Hunter is pressuring the Cypher a lot. Hunter is now going for Umpi next. He might just change to teleport. But no, it looks like he's going to keep it just going after Umpi for the time being. He does realize the survivors have started a new Cypher machine, utilizing the extended spikes. Umpi has 2 spikes on him. Now he's going back to Rioli. But pressuring the Cypher is kind of meaningless now because they have a new Cypher machine. Oh, okay, he's going to go to that new Cypher machine that Soba is currently working on. But it's only at 67 and there's more progress than the first stop Cypher machine. So Cypher machines are primed. It's endgame situation. One good thing is Soba has seen the chair at least once. But that's about it. The dungeon is also in this area. Cypher machines popped. It's endgame situation. Hunter does not have detention, but it's okay because he has 2 spikes on Soba. But he needs to get that snap. Did he already avoid the snap? Oh, okay, he is able to finally find this Acrobat, but Acrobat is going down. Exit gates open, and this is a 3-man escape on the side of RC survivors.
ために呪術師も寄ってきてましたしね。もし仮にダウン取られても粘着する。
の伸びというのは素晴らしかったと思いますね。はい。特質もちゃんと使わせての。
5分採用はしてもいいのかなと。
結構オペラ歌手でバッツマン、サバ、ハンターもハンターで、これは2階建て。
Okay, we have a Hunter substitution. Alf will be playing Opera Singer on Moonlit River Park. I mean, RC can end the game right now. If Alf can get a 2-man elimination, they win round 3 as well, and that's the end for AWG. But I mean, they can lose, they're still ahead by 1 round, so not a lot of pressure. But I mean, do you want to wrap up the game soon? Get that win. It looks like he's going to be going for Mko first, the batter. He is able to throw down this pallet. It looks like he missed his dash, so now she's walking and waiting for the dash to be back up. Mko is going to be transitioning away, has another pallet here to work with, is getting ready to utilize his... Oh, he misses. It's so hard to hit this Opera Singer because she's so fast and she can just sidestep, side dodge in her shadow form. So batter, not the best survivor to go against Opera Singer, but is still alive, up and running. Hunter's going to be breaking all the pallets here. The resources around this corner walls area, which is a very strong kiting area, is slowly dwindling. He misses his swing, but he is able to escape and will be able to throw down this pallet, but a Remnant's waiting for him as he vaults, is able to get the double vault right back inside. Hunter's going to be breaking this pallet as well, forcing him to transition to the next pallet. He's getting ready to utilize his swing, but Hunter, you know, moves so fast and is finally able to push this Hunter back. The ball is going to be picked up if he wants to, but it looks like the Hunter's camping this pallet and the ball, so it looks like he won't be able to pick up his ball. And he doesn't, he was able to pick that back up, but now he sacrifices life to pick up that 1 ball, because that is the only other ball that he had left. He had no balls. Okay, anyways, it looks like the Hunter will be cheering him inside of second story, where AEZ is currently trying to finish up that Cypher machine, and she's gonna push AEZ off of this Cypher. She's just going around. She's fast. It doesn't matter if he elbow pads. She'll catch up really quickly. He's now going for the rescue, taking the hit. Early hit, so that's an early rescue. And will be able to try and utilize this ball for the rebound kite. Now he can't go back. Okay, he's trying to go to a second ball, but is able to pick up that second ball. He's going to go pick up the one he just used. Now he has 2 balls to utilize. I mean, this isn't such a bad decision for the batter because he's on tight turner anyway, so even if he does get hit early, he's still going to be able to buy enough time. Might as well pick up the balls so that he can rebound kite the next time because he was out of resources. We'll be able to chair him for the second time. We see Barotu and a world portal for the side of the survivors. Priestess is going to stick around here. Nameko is nearby, can go for that rescue. It is the Antiquarian. Looks like Hunter's going to be able to get the hit onto Antiquarian. She's going to get that rescue before he expires with tight turner. All 3 survivors injured. Mko is returning to the manor if he gets down again, but he does have 2 cricket balls to work with, is able to push the Hunter away. It looks like he's warmed up, he's getting those pushes, and he's also has the support of the Antiquarian, but Antiquarian's at half health, so she doesn't want to over support here because that might be a little dangerous. But Cypher Machine progress is looking so good, is able to get the stun onto the survivor. She's gonna flywheel, Antiquarian's gonna flywheel to avoid getting hit, but is able to down this survivor. She changed. Did she always have excitement? She has excitement, so she's gonna utilize that excitement. She's gonna chair. Oh, she's gonna down this Antiquarian. Cypher Machine's not quite ready. Is going to be able to return the batter right back to the manor. Is Baruto going to be able to pop this Cypher Machine in time? She's not able to pop this last Cypher Machine in time, but the two Cypher Machines are primed, and he's not popping it. Okay, we have the last Cypher Machine at 99. Okay, she did pop it actually. AEZ has a 99% Cypher Machine. I thought they'll just pop it, but does Antiquarian not have? Antiquarian does not have borrowed time. Oh my goodness, this is a 2-man elimination and RC wins. They couldn't pop the Cypher Machine because Antiquarian doesn't have borrowed time. And so even if they get the rescue... Oh my goodness, okay, it's okay. They pop the Cypher Machine. The Priestess is back up. Hunter has... what is it? Detention. But two of the survivors are kind of trapped in this area and they need to get out. Okay, we have another portal to stun this Hunter, but she backs into the Hunter and she will be able to get the down onto the Priestess. Nameko is still in this side of this map. Exit gates not being opened up. Hunter will be able to chair this Priestess, and now she's going to go straight for this Antiquarian. Antiquarian trying to open up that exit gate at 7%. Barely any progress. She's trying to force the Hunter to come to this exit gate so that they can get a backdoor rescue on AEZ because they need to get that 3-man escape. Okay, mind games at this pallet here. She swings, Hunter double backs and is able to down this Antiquarian. Oh, we can see the corner on the left side. The teammates are cheering RC Alf on. And we'll be able to chair this Antiquarian for the second time. AZ is coming in, Baruto waiting. So AZ is going to pressure the Cypher Hunter. Is going to try to go for the Mercenary, and then Baruto is attempting to get a backdoor rescue, but the Hunter is not going to fall for this plan. Because she's aware they need to get that 3-man escape, so they're gonna go for that double rescue situation. They're just going to push that Cypher Machine exit gate because they know the Hunter can't pressure both the exit gate and this chair, but Nameko's gonna leave. Oh, Mercenary's gonna elbow pad to chair, get that rescue just before she's about to expire. Is able to get the excitement off again and is able to down the Antiquarian. Antiquarian is gonna go back to the manor. AEZ is pushing that Cypher Machine. It's not open. He's gonna fall very soon. He's gonna sidestep 95%. 2 survivors down. It's not open in time. She's just gonna go chair this Antiquarian. Okay, no, she wants more. She wants that 4-man elimination. No, she wants to secure first the elimination. Baruto is gonna open that exit gate and leave. AE's gonna try to crawl there, but he's not gonna make it, so she's gonna pick up the survivor, and that's a 3-man elimination to RC Alf. Congratulations, they're moving up in this tournament.
1日3マッチやってきましたが、明日は2マッチのみですか。
対戦予告ですが、アクシズウェーブ VS リジェクトは12時10